Hello, hello. Hold on, let me move this out of the way. Maybe down here. We are back at it again with some trails through Daybreak II. We're testing out a new microphone position. Maybe it sounds clearer. Potentially. I managed to find a nice little spot for me to kind of place it like right in front of me. And it doesn't get in the way of the face tracking, which is kind of neat. So we'll play around with this a little bit. I took off the like windscreen that I had on it too, so I might be like a little more plosive. Sounds a little different, yeah. Yeah, I'm actually kind of like really close to my mic. Not sure if it's better. Maybe it's a little better. Maybe a little more clear. But we'll see. We'll see. It's a little bit of a test. I feel like the position I had it before was fine. Could have been better. Yeah, now I can fully ASMR. Like no lie, it's so easy for me to just like get right into the mic and just like kind of talk kind of quietly like this. But yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. I do like where it is right now, and hopefully it does sound like okay. Anyways, happy Thursday. We are back at it again with some trails through Daybreak II. A little more housekeeping. We will bear the housekeeping, as it were. I think the last place we checked out before we paused last week was we finished the Blacklight District. So we just have these like two big ass zones to explore, Treon Tower and the Center Marsh.
Let's be on our way.
Yeah, a little bit of a late start today too. Not necessarily as late as usual. This week it seems like we might have more trails than like the prior weeks, because I used to schedule it on like the Wednesday we'd have our tabletops. Oh hey.
Welcome to the Treon Mall. Here you'll find Treon Tower, one of Edith's major landmarks.
It looks like the idols are getting like a bigger audience.
You'll also find the Vern store, a movie theater, boutiques, and other various shops to peruse.
Oh, but like I was saying, we moved things around this week.
Drop
So
by the
I'm
Vern
starting
store
up.
if you want to check out the hottest new commodity, the T-phone.
Starting up at what was supposed to be 8, but I ended up taking like a little afternoon nap.
It's a cutting-edge piece of orbital technology that's lighting Calvard on fire. You won't want to miss it.
Then when I woke up, I was like, oh shit, I haven't like ran yet.
It's huge.
So I had to like get up and go do that. And then once I got back, I felt like I didn't have enough time to, you know, properly eat dinner. So we gave ourselves a little extra time and just like went and got something to eat. We're responsible. We aren't starving ourselves. Let's go.
Welcome to the Treon Mall.
Anything
Here
of
you'll find
interest?
Treon Tower, one of Edith's major
Yeah, at least I
landmarks.
ate. Yeah. Oh, we can buy Stregos here. Cool.
You'll also find the Vern store, a movie theater, boutiques,
I don't need any of this.
I hope you found everything to your liking.
But yeah, hopefully your guys' days have been pretty good so far.
The hottest new commodity, the T-phone.
Also, happy Friday.
It's a cutting-edge piece of orbital technology that's lighting Calvard.
I'll try and take the clerk's advice to heart. So to recap, the length of the tops and the bottoms have to balance out, and then if I need to make then I need to make sure the colors match. Ooh, okay. Noticing one thing that's bad with this new setup. It's kind of in the way of the text box for me now. Let me move my camera down.
Welcome to the Treon
Okay, there we
Mall.
go.
Here you'll find Treon Tower, one of
I need to make
Edith's
sure the
major
colors match.
landmarks.
This is so complicated. I already feel my confidence
You'll also
slipping.
find the Vern store, a movie theater, boutiques, and other various shops to peruse.
Yeah, dealing with the manager isn't always easy.
Visit the new Liberal
I'm still
boutique,
shocked she did
which
that.
just opened this year to sample a range of imported
Okay.
goods from the Liberal Kingdom.
Yeah, how's our favorite Liberalian
They
maid?
have everything from the latest ZCS
Hey,
products
isn't that-
to expensive
It's
wine.
Sarah and
even
Shahina.
Oh.
perfect
They
tomatoes.
must be visiting the
Please check
capital.
it out.
Yeah, those two are in the same agency as I am now. They're here to promote some of their work.
I thought those were the idols. We'll check them out in a sec. Leela, what's up? Our store carries a drink called the Grand Chardonnay. It's a vintage wine that has been made more affordable in recent years. We also have an aged Grand Chardonnay in our storehouse. Its flavor is like none other, I assure you. If you're seeking a beverage that's representative of our culture, then look no further.
Treon Tower, one of Edith's major landmarks.
Very well.
You'll also find the Vern store.
Okay, that is something I'm a little worried about now that I kind of like did that dialogue. Maybe I should put the windscreen back on because I feel like I'm very like plosive. Like I got a lot of like.
You want to check out the hottest new commodity.
And I'm wondering if that's like on the mic. Hold on, I'm gonna mute real quick and we're gonna do a little bit of a difference test.
Technology that's lighting Calvard on fire. You won't want to miss it.
Alrighty.
Very well.
Okay. It might be like a bit subtle in the difference, but now I think if I like breathe into the mic, it's not going to be so like explosive.
One of Edith's major landmarks. You'll also find the Vern store, a
I'm
movie theater,
quite proud of what we have
and
to
other
offer.
various shops to peruse.
Yo, wait, this is cheap as
You'll
hell.
have a fabulous time here.
Oh. How's the rock band guitar?
Please come again.
You telling me this is what Olivier almost got bankrupted on?
Welcome to the Treon
Submitted an
Mall.
attempt at a stylish
Here you'll
and
find
concept,
Treon Tower,
tacky
one
and
of Edith's
abstract.
major landmarks.
The reparations bubble made it feel like the
You'll
sky was
also
the
find the
limit.
Vern store, a movie theater,
Doesn't pick
boutiques,
myself and
and
fix
other
anything.
various shops to peruse.
Huh. Yeah, I guess Edith
Drop
is
by
kind
the
of in
Vern
like a
store
bubble
if you wanna
period,
check
or
out
like
the
Calvard.
hottest new commodity, the tea
We are
bag.
Yakuza 0. A little while ago, the news was
It's a
talking about those
cutting-edge piece
monstrous
of global
anti-immigration
technology that's
terrorists.
lighting Calvard
Those criminals are
on
giving the
fire.
old
You won't
nobility a
wanna
bad
miss it.
name, and now innocent people such as myself are being caught in the crossfire. Those of the old nobility must have the breadth and mind to accept all people and cultures. Big shards. Bathrooms for paying customers only.
Hello there.
Welcome to the
Thank you.
Treon Mall. Here you'll find Treon Tower, one of Edith's major landmarks.
Leifa, Raffaello, and Powell.
You'll also find the Vern store,
Were these government
a movie
officials?
theater, boutiques, and
This
other
and Van
various
Agnes
shops
and
to peruse.
Elaine must be doing jobs. Okay.
Visit the new Liberal
Mr.
Boutique,
Powell. Do
which
I remember
just
this guy?
opened this year, to sample a range
You guys
of
having a
imported
little
goods
after
from the
work get
Liberal
together? Grading the end. Oh wait, these are the fucking
Kingdom.
teachers, aren't they?
From the latest ZCF products to
I'm
expensive
pretty
wines
excited to see
and
the new
even
batch of
assorted
students.
tomatoes. Please check it out.
You left quite the impression on Powell. Talks about you every chance he gets. Seems like you're always attracting attention to yourselves. Most of my memories of him are rather positive. Oh. Yeah, Powell was like the math teacher, right? Time certainly does fly, doesn't it? It was a pleasure catching up with you, man. You as well, Elaine.
Welcome to the
Aw.
Treon Mall. Here you'll find Treon Tower.
I
one of
invited Miss
Edith's
Toa
major
and Miss
landmarks.
Sonia along as well, but both claim to have other businesses to attend
You'll
to.
also find the Vern
Oh well,
store,
I suppose there's
a
always
movie
next time.
theater, boutiques, and other various shops to peruse.
I think I've only ever ran into my teachers and like
Visit
slash
the new
professors
Liberal Boutique, which
in the
just
real
opened this
world
year,
maybe like
to
once or
sample a
twice my
range
whole
of
life.
imported goods from the Liberal Kingdom.
This year's examinees were very impressive. I had more than a few of their answers taken by surprise. I'm confident they'll be able to shoulder the future of the Republic once they're older.
Please check it out.
I suppose being a teacher really is rewarding. Yeah, like I remember running into my like middle school film production class teacher at like a McDonald's one time. And then another time was like at a grocery store. It was like only ever those two points in my life.
Welcome to the Treon Mall.
The grocery store
Here
one
you'll
was
find
like
Treon Tower, one of
my
Edith's
math
major
teachers back then.
landmarks. You'll also find the Vern store, a movie
Okay, and then
theater,
this is the sweets
boutiques,
freak.
and other various shops to peruse.
She is applying self-restraint. Limited edition spring tarts.
Visit the new Liberal Boutique, which just opened this year, to sample a range of imported goods from the Liberal Kingdom.
Sayla's terrible
They
to
have
all kinds of
everything
scary
from the
stuff.
latest
We went to go
ZCF
see a horror
products
movie
to
one time, and you
expensive
should
wine,
have seen
and
how pale
even
her face
a
was when
sorbet
we
tomato.
left.
Please check it out.
Oh, poor thing. Well, I'm sure it made for a fun memory. You know, I get that you two have to keep working so hard, but I worry you're going to overdo it soon. Oh, don't worry. We always make sure to take our breaks. Although we have been talking about going on hiatus for a bit. Alright then, I suppose that makes me feel a little better. Anyways, I should get going. Let me know when you have some free time again. Yeah, for sure.
Welcome to the Treon Mall. Here you'll find Treon
Chatting
Tower,
with Lulua
one of
never
Edith's
fails to brighten my
major
mood.
landmarks.
It's a relief to know things are slowly picking up with her idol career.
You'll also find the
I plan to look out for her in whatever way I can.
Boutiques,
That's what
and
friends
other
do,
various
after all.
shops to peruse.
Friends. It's nice that
hope
Daphne
you'll
and I
have
can
a
still hit it off like
fabulous time
before.
here.
Sure, there's a few generations between us, but we can we just get each other, you know? She even comes to cheer us on at all our shows. No amount of thanks is enough for that.
Well,
Number one supporter. Wesley? Services giving me some insight on business tendencies.
Welcome to the
Quincy
Treon
Company.
Mall. Here you'll find Treon Tower,
Okay.
one of Edith's major landmarks.
Another point worth noting is Treon Mall's extensive use of the
You'll
stage
also
for
find the
entertainment
Burn
purposes.
Store,
This guy's
a
out here
movie theater,
scouting.
boutiques, and other various shops to peruse.
Mishi was originally a product of Crossbow State funded by one of Valis' investment bank rivals.
We hope
Or
you'll
the
have
Valis
a fabulous
Investment Bank?
time here.
They purchased the rights to him legitimately, but co-opting the symbol of a competitor to utilize for one's own benefit is certainly something. I wish to avoid running into the scenario where I have to see Sarah and Chihina. I don't want to like walk into a cutscene. Reach free time portions of our tour, so everyone else should be mid-shopping spree at the mall right now.
Welcome to the Treon Mall. Here you'll find Treon Tower, one of Edith's major
I think I
landmarks.
interacted with this one. Oh, I guess I must have.
You'll also find the Vern Store, a movie theater, boutiques, and other various shops to peruse. Visit the new Liberal Boutique, which just opened this year.
Oh, couldn't we watch like a movie in both theaters?
Showing on screen 1 will soon begin.
Hannah, here to see the adventures of Rockford and 3
If you
Point
have a
Seat again?
ticket, please proceed to the entrance.
We will be watching a movie.
step right up.
So,
We have merchandise for the movie on sale
I
at the
seem to
shop.
remember Pawn the Crop Muncher being the one I should watch. Let me just make a save. I think I've watched the other two already though.
Step
Why
right.
not buy a souvenir to
Yeah,
remember your
purchased, not
visit?
purchased, not purchased. Okay, we can watch 3 Point Heat another time. Pawn will be gone forever. Pawn the Crop Muncher sounds like a kid's movie though.
Thank you
Kids
for your
movie.
visit today.
Wait. Maybe we'll be min-maxing here. Anyone close? Reset is mad close to 3. Okay. So we're probably gonna take Reset. Reset and Judith? Because I can't go with
Showing on
Elaine,
screen
right?
1 will soon begin.
Oh, I can. Okay, Reset. Oh, I can bring
Please
Reset.
silence your phones and enjoy the film.
Okay, well, we're taking Elaine and... Damn, Reset doesn't want to watch Pawn the Crop Muncher? It's crazy. We hit it here. Was Judith an option there? If not Judith, then... Then probably Fairy?
Step right.
Oh,
We
Judith
have
is there. Okay,
merchandise
cool.
for the movie on sale at the shop.
3 tickets to Pawn the Crop Muncher. That'll be 600 mirror total.
Why not buy a souvenir?
Van decided to let everyone let loose so they could watch a movie during his work break. After inviting some company to tag along with him, they made their way to the theater. A boy named Nicholas finds a baby crop muncher named Pawn, who he raises in secret from his parents, and the two become fast friends. But one day he walks into his family garden and finds the fields and apple trees vandalized. And the culprit is none other than Pawn, driven to carry out this garden variety crime due to his instincts as a monster. Nicholas berates Pawn, causing tears to well up in the little creature's eyes. The next day, Pawn is nowhere to be seen. 3 years pass. One day, Nicholas hears about a pest digging up the fields in a nearby village, so he decides to pay them a visit. Feelings of hope and dread take hold of Nicholas's heart as he ponders whether he'll be reuniting with his old friend. And when he arrives, he finds a monster digging up a field, and it was without a doubt Pawn. A monster.
Pawn, why are you digging up the field? There are holes everywhere.
Yeah, just like that first thing we do in FC.
Over and over again that you'd stop doing this. I trusted you. You really are a monster.
Don't be like
Why
that.
did I ever think we could be friends? I wish I'd ever met you.
Not a single dry eye in the theater.
There he goes, off into the forest. Hold on. This farm looks abandoned. I don't think anyone's lived here in years. I don't see any crops around, so why would he... No. I had it all wrong. He wasn't digging for crops, he was plowing the fields. What have I done? Wait! Come back, Pawn! Pawn!
Damn. Yo, Pawn getting jumped in the forest? No way the movie ends like that, right? Yo, that's so tragic. Why do I hear the girl from the Ghost Stories dub? Are they still active VAs? If they are, it wouldn't surprise me to like see them like work in games and stuff. Oh geez, I think my mascara is starting to run. They were such good friends, but they were torn apart. It's just so sad. Getting a little misty-eyed, are we? Guess it's safe to say, this one's a winner for you. Where's the sequel where they get back together? They have to make it. Yeah, I doubt this will get a sequel. Sorry, Judith. Yo, me too, though. Hey, are you crying? Of course not. Though I do feel bad for the two of them. Pawn certainly was cute, though. I wonder if they plan to sell merchandise of him. Same old Elaine. If cuteness could kill, she'd be a dead woman. Hey, looks like they're selling commemorative brochures for this movie. We'll be buying. And unfortunately not enough for anyone. Oh, who can we give the gift?
Opening planner.
Yeah, the world is Alara's for Katra, and oh, we could get Judith to max here. I think, no we can't, 50. Wait,
Don't mind if I do.
I forgot they give that much. I was thinking of the gem cards.
Thank you.
Cool, cool.
Welcome to the Treon Mall. Here you'll find
Okay,
Treon
before we
Tower,
meet up with
one
Sar
of
and
Edith's
Shahina.
major landmarks. You'll also find the Vern store, a movie theater, boutiques, and other various shops to peruse.
My dog was using my 2 phone like, oh, okay.
Drop by the Vern store.
I was
if you
like,
want
yo,
to
this
check
dog
out
on the
the
phone?
hottest
What are you
new
doing?
commodity, the T-phone.
And I need to like read sentences fully. My dog was using my phone like a chew toy the other day. The thing's practically covered in teeth marks. I mean, I'm glad my dog didn't swallow anything, but I'm really hoping the damages can be fixed. You know, I've had the exact same thing happen to me too. Almost in a way. It was back when my dog was a puppy and like still teething and stuff. I had my phone somewhere he could get it. And one morning I woke up with my phone like half chewed through. Like screen cracked, multiple bite marks on like, and it was like, it was a HTC one like M7 I think, and like, they were like, oh yeah, it's like aluminum casing and stuff. And like the back of the phone was just purely like crunched. Like all in one corner of the phone. I'm very lucky he didn't like decide to like bite into like the battery or something. It was like all at the top end. So it was mostly like where like the camera, the screen, like the speakers and stuff were.
Everything from the latest ZCF products.
So like nothing explosive, but
even acerbic tomatoes.
that was a rough morning. Yeah, and now here he is digging through the trash. Some things don't change. Hey, stop that. Why are you digging in the trash, man?
Very well.
Mom and Dad decided they were going to buy a T-phone recently. I can't believe we're going to have to have the latest in tech in our house.
To the Treon Mall.
I mean, I guess it's cool.
Treon Tower, one of Edith's major landmarks.
I went and bought myself a T-phone today. Actually, not just one, but two. One for my husband and the other will be for me and Bart to share. I even arranged a 2-year payment plan. New technology is so exciting, don't you think? I just can't wait to start it up.
Visit the new Liberal Boutique, which just opened this year, to sample a range of imported goods from the Liberal Kingdom.
Getting a lot of questions about how to use T-phones recently. I've only been able to answer them is because I have my own.
From the latest ZCF products to expensive wines and even acerbic tomatoes. Please check it out.
What'll you have? Come again.
Welcome! Thank you for coming!
Still no purchasables. Yeah, no purchasable EP Cut 3s and stuff. We wait for the day.
Please stop by again!
Welcome to the Treon Mall.
Oh, that's
Here
why
you'll
she's
find
not over
Treon
there
Tower,
anymore.
One of Edith's major landmarks.
Because she's drawing it from the base of Treon Tower now.
You'll also find the Vern store, a movie theater,
Treon
boutiques,
Tower.
and other
This is the
various
year I
shops
capture
to
your
peruse.
essence on canvas. I swear it upon the bristles of my brush. Trying to do so from afar
We
proved
hope you'll have a
unsatisfactory,
fabulous
so this
time
time
here.
I've switched up my approach. By drawing it from an up-close perspective, I'll be able to capture its majesty once and for all. Then I'll be able to proudly declare that I've conquered Treon Tower. I mean, she did it once already. It was just a little more impressionist than she would have liked.
I can't even see.
Sounds like the stage is really heating up today. If you want to stop by again tomorrow, though, why? Because Mishi's going to be holding another show. He does them on a regular basis, but each
Welcome
one
to the
makes my heart
Treon
soar all
Mall.
the same.
Here you'll find Treon
Mishi's
Tower,
up on the
one of
observation
Edith's
deck at this
major
very second.
landmarks.
Let me see him.
You'll also find the Vern store, a movie theater.
I need to see Mishi. This fake ass Mishi from Calvard.
Whoa, what an amazing view!
Twice as tall as the Great Spire, huh? Whoever built this must have been
Treon Tower's
compensating for
observation
something.
deck stands 215 feet art
Finally
above
here
ground
together.
level, providing a panoramic view of the entire capital.
She looks like she's bursting with joy. Wonder why.
Please relax and enjoy the heavenly view.
Get him off the tower. Hold on. This is the one time I will make use of this. I need to see the side by side.
Let's go. Right.
Why does the bigger Mishi simply not eat the smaller one? I'm here to play at Treon Tower today. Edith is so big. I guess it goes to show how very small my own world is.
Treon Tower's observation deck stands 250
We can give you-
art
we can give him a
above
little
ground
kiss.
level, providing a panoramic view of the entire capital.
The Mishi fanfics go wild.
Oh, we're so high.
Yeah, or lick. Ah, shoot. What glasses did I have on Van? Urban Square.
And enjoy the heavenly view.
These, like, half frames on Van look really good.
Hi there. Want to try something?
Okay,
again.
Treon mix. Observation deck's rather lively today. Man, I love when there's a crowd. That way I don't have to see the view. Please don't tell... Wait, don't tell who? Don't tell the others about this.
Treon Tower's
Damn.
observation deck stands 215 art above
You know, I
ground
didn't actually,
level,
like,
providing a
sit down and
panoramic view
look
of the entire capital.
outside of the, like, observation deck when I was up here the first time, but, like, Calvard's huge.
Relax and enjoy the heavenly view.
Like, a lot of cities that we've seen... I guess Heimdall wasn't that small either, but like, really looking at Calvard here in the observation deck, like, it's such like an urban sprawl. Like, it's crazy how big it is. Like, this feels like a real city, like, landscape type shit.
Trion Tower's observation deck stands 215 arch above ground level.
For those wanting to take a photo of Mishi, please line up here. And don't forget to buy one of our limited edition Trion Tower picture frames.
Please relax.
I think I've talked about it before, but it'd be so nice for Falcom to one day, like, implement, like, a photo mode in Trails. Oh, you know what? They did. They did in Reverie, didn't they? How come they never did that again? I think if there was, like, a photo mode inside of the game rather than like in the extras menu, I would be more inclined to use it. I didn't really use the one in Reverie, but I know it existed. Because like it'd be really cool if we could just like, you know, pull out the phone, take a selfie with Mishi, or even just like hit like a photo mode here and like, you know, let like Van and the gang like hit like the crazy pose. Like it'd be great for screenshots, it would be great for thumbnails. I need Falcom to lock in and give us a photo mode. Kaino Kaseki 2. Photo mode included. Designed by Professor Epstein 50 years ago. I think it was a while before that fact was made known to the general public.
Very well.
And we need modders.
Panoramic view of the entire capital.
Mishi's here today. Oh wow, I'm so glad I asked for asked the security downstairs. You know, I've actually been doing a lot of thinking about Mishi lately. This version isn't as refreshing to look at as the old one, but I'm sure the new Mishi's trying his best. Honestly, I think I might even like the new fur texture. This one's just as good as the others. She's warming up to Mishi. That's a damn shame. But you know what? We respect someone who tries, so like I can't hate on this Mishi too much. Other than like the fact the design is a little bit of an affront to humanity. But like, they're trying. I can't flame too hard.
Please relax and enjoy the
Hey family, how'd you suss out the location of my secret spy lair? Wait, too late. The whistleblower documents is long gone. My comrades are taking it to the authorities as we speak. It's only a matter of time before the police descend on your mansion. Your days of swindling are numbered, Andro. Who the heck's Andro? I think we just got sucked into her world of make-believe.
Very well.
If you intend to kill me, then go ahead and get it over with. But know this, Andro, you've lost, and nothing will change that fact.
Stands 215 arch above ground level, providing a panoramic view of the entire capital.
Alright, I said they were doing things together.
Please relax and enjoy the heavenly view.
Yeah, how is like the Falcom modding scene really? I have no idea how moddable these games are now that I think about it, because I've never really seen any mods besides like, I don't know, maybe like a free cam once or twice. But like I never really looked in to see like what would you even want to do other than like costumes and like degen shit. Yeah, most mods you found are just models, yeah.
Stands 215 arch above ground level, providing a panoramic view.
Miss Berzelia, the president has informed me that he will be unable to attend tea today. He offered his sincere condolences. Some rather unfortunate business matters have cropped up in recent days. Oh, it's all right. I understand. Thank you for telling me. You know, now that I think about it, my father has contributed quite extensively to the capital's townscape, has he not? Indeed he has. Not only did the president aid in the formation of Edith's financial foundations, but he did so for the overall republic as well. And today he spends his time traveling cross-country looking for investors to help spread his wealth to the surrounding areas. This is the first time I'm hearing of this. Perhaps my father deserves a more filial daughter. Unless, do you think I'm capable of growing into someone my father could take pride in? Yes, Miss Berzelia, I truly do. You're quite the sensible girl, after all. Not to mention all those lessons you've learned and the connections you've made. They'll lead you to heights never seen before. The glaze. I never really knew what was in my father's heart. Maybe that's why I didn't make much of an effort to understand him. But now that I'm finally seeing his true colors, I feel happy. Proud even. The more I learn, the more I see the amazing man and father who loves and cares about me.
Providing a panoramic view of the entire capital.
The president had dinner plans with Miss Berzelia today, but he was pulled away unexpectedly.
Please relax and enjoy
That's why
the
he asked I
heavenly
bring
view.
her to the observation deck instead. He wants me to show her all he's been working towards. I hope this proves to be a formative experience for her. So she's never been up here in the observation deck? You know what, fair. There's a lot of things I haven't done in California that I probably should have at this point. A lot of like landmarks and like beaches and like things like that that I've just like never bothered to visit.
Observation deck stands 215 arch above ground level, providing a panoramic view
Oh,
of the entire
the family that almost got a divorce. Out of nowhere, Dad told us he wanted to come to Treon Tower. He can be really childish sometimes. Well, I guess it does make for a nice change of pace. Sure beats staying at home all the time. The test for Aramis is over now, but I can't stop thinking about how hard it was. I need to keep calm. I mean, I did everything I could to prepare myself. I even calculated my own score. How would you calculate your own score? You wouldn't know what you got right or wrong, no? Well, I mean, I guess you could have a general idea.
Treon Tower's
Like if you
observation
didn't
deck
know what you were
stands
looking at
215
entirely,
arch
like you can
above ground level,
for sure confirm
providing
that to be like a
panoramic
missed
view of the
question.
entire capital.
Treon Tower is reminding me of how high the bar is for getting into Aramis.
And enjoy the
I need to keep
heavenly
calm.
view.
I mean, I did everything I could to prepare myself. I even calculated my own score. I wonder when we last came to Treon Tower. Wait, did my husband bring us here to pray for Curtis? Well, I suppose I have heard that people come here to pray on occasion. In that case, oh goddess, please, please, please bless Curtis with a happy and successful high school life. Actually, everyone in this family
Treon
seems to be on a
Tower's
different wavelength at the
observation
moment.
deck stands
No matter,
215
I'll take this
arch
opportunity to
above
pray for
ground
Curtis'
level,
success.
providing a
Goddess,
panoramic
please bless
view of
us.
the entire capital.
His son finally finished taking his entrance exam, so I figured it might be nice to go out somewhere to celebrate as a family. After all, it's been a while since we've spent time together, and we haven't been to Treon Tower in just as long. I'm glad they seem to be having fun. According to the schedule, the Aramis entrance exam results will be sent out tomorrow. No, I can't start doubting my son now. No matter what the results are, I'll have his back. We've always had issues seeing eye to eye, but I'm glad we have a chance to bond with one another again. I just hope this outing will be enough to set Curtis at ease.
Providing
Indeed.
a panoramic view of the entire capital.
Let's get out of here.
And enjoy the heaven.
Yeah, like I've never been to like
I can't even see the top.
a lot of the like big art museums around here. Or like
Welcome to the Treon Mall. Here you'll find Treon
I think
Tower,
another big one
of
is like I've
Edith's
never been to
major
like Santa
landmarks.
Monica up here. And things
You'll
like
also
that.
find the Vern store, a movie theater, boutiques, and other various shops to peruse.
I've been to Griffith Observatory a bunch though, but that's
Drop by the Vern store if you
I
want
just
to
like
check
that
out
place.
the hottest
We
new
like
commodity,
observatories
the
and stars and
TiVo.
shit. All right, y'all.
It's a cutting-edge piece of
Let's
mobile
watch this
technology
show.
that's lighting
Did I hear about the Persona 4 remake leaks? Yes, I did. It was yeah, Yuri Lowenthal like said like, oh damn. I don't know who Yuri Lowenthal played exactly. I think it was like Yosuke or something. I don't know P4 too much, but it's kind of funny to me that there is a very real reality where my Persona playthroughs are like all remakes, including like Persona 5 remake. Can you imagine? Sarah, Shahina, you were amazing out there.
Hi, Fairy
Whoa.
and friends. We sure didn't expect to bump into you here.
Yes, life is so hectic that we haven't been able to stay in touch. It really has been too long.
Yeah, the other VAs also say they won't be recasted, yeah. You know that, which is a big shame, because at least in like P3R, to my knowledge, they did at least recast the old VAs as like characters somewhere else in the game, right? Because I know like the old Akihiko ended up being like the police officer, and then like, I mean that's kind of the only one I really pinned. But I know that was like a thing. Yeah, P3R changed most of the VAs, yeah. Yeah, so the fact that they're not even doing a recast seems kind of like rough. We'll see what happens. Like, I'm wondering if it's like a union thing or if it's like something else. Feel like SAG actors for like VAs and game stuff have been having a bit of trouble lately on the English side. Yeah, I'm playing the JP though, so not much recast there. Fair. Since the end of the year, at least. Glad to see you're holding up okay. Yeah, you two really strutted your stuff back there. Looks like you managed to put some pep into your step. Wait, looks like you managed to put some pep into that step you were having problems with too. Sarah, we kneel. I think Shahina is underage.
We have you watching our rehearsals to thank for that, Judith.
Oh. Do I might be... Oh, I'm screen capture. Thank you.
Once again, it's wonderful to see you, Van. And everyone else too, of course.
Yeah, talk about a lucky break. I mean, we didn't even have to make an appointment first. Sounds like destiny to me. Right, sis?
Shahina, please.
1 minute in and they've already started making a scene. I saw the Saga of Ramana, by the way. Not a character I'd expect you to get cast as. Oh. I wonder what happens if we don't see that. You're natural at acting, though. Who would have guessed? Personally, I found it to be very challenging, but it was a valuable learning experience. At any rate, it's a relief to know you two are the same as ever. No kidding. Hey, that's not true. I've definitely changed. See, I've got sexy lady written all over me now. Not from where I'm standing. Your confidence is commendable, however. Don't worry, Sheena, you still have time. We can work at it together. Great. Now I've got Fairy feeling sorry for me. Jokes aside, though, Sada has gotten a lot foxier, don't you think? Me? Sheena, what are you saying? Now that she mentions it, I have to agree. Too true. Having your dancing appreciated by so many people has made a real positive impact. If you didn't have the makings of a star before, you definitely do now. It's like all your charms are coming at us at full force. I'm guessing you finally managed to accept yourself, huh? Seriously though, you'd make a real splash in the industry with a little sexy rebranding. Take my word for it. Judith, not you too. Hey, you have a big star vouching for you. That's a good sign you can hope for. Well, if you think so, Van, I'll give it my best effort. Just be careful not to let any sleazebags out there take advantage of you. Believe me, they'll be beating a path to your door from here on out. That's fine. Guys like that aren't really her type anyways. Really? Then what is? Moving on. I'm sure you're all very busy. Didn't she have a thing for Van in Daybreak 1? Or am I just like... What's the word for it? Am I just like imagining things? Because yeah, Sarah can get it. We have another performance to prepare for. Good point. Sorry for holding you up. Oh, Sarah. Anyway, see you around, guys. Bye-bye. Yeah, she still has a thing for Van in Daybreak II. Okay. What a beautiful pair of sisters. And to think they're on such close terms with you. That aside, they're doing remarkably well in spite of all they've been through this past year. I think I speak for all of us when I say we're rooting for them.
Their Eastern tea is quite nice.
I'm sad. I'm both sad and happy about some news that came out from AX today.
One of Edith's major landmarks.
Apparently, the Uma Musume movie is going to be premiering in the US at Anime Expo this year.
A movie theater, boutiques, and other various shops to peruse.
I'm broke as hell. I can't go to that.
Visit
the tickets are like $90 for that day.
To sample a range of
I don't know if I got that horse in me to go and watch the movie I've already watched for $90.
They have everything from the latest ZCF products to expensive wines and even acerbic tomatoes. Please check it out.
But it's good that it's getting a run. I hope it gets a run in like major theaters too after it debuts in Anime Expo. It would actually be really smart for them to do that if they launched the movie in major theaters along with the US global release. I don't know if it's a global release, but yeah, June 26th, we'll be there.
Welcome to the Treon Mall. Here you'll find Treon Tower, one of Edith's major landmarks.
Shahina and I will be in the capital for a few more days before our tour moves on its next leg.
And other various shops to peruse.
Unfortunately, we do have a performance coming up in a bit, so maybe we can talk longer another time?
Visit the new Liberal
Yeah, we
Boutique,
should go and eat at Mop
which
Mart
just
again.
opened this year.
Alright,
To
sounds
sample
like a
range of
plan.
imported
You two
goods
can
from the
teach me some
Liberal
more dance
Kingdom.
moves too.
Oh, lady.
Yeah, time to check
We
on the
have
Londi.
everything from the latest ZCF
The Londi!
products to expensive wines, and even acerbic tomatoes. Please check it out.
Yeah, you bringing that up reminds me, I have a basket of towels that I gotta fold up. I put like towels in the laundry. They've been dry for a while, just sitting in the basket in the garage. I keep slacking on that. I feel like towels are like very like low priority for me because I can just like go and grab one in the same way like a folded towel. Like the towels aren't about presentation, you know. I don't have to worry about them getting like
Welcome to the
wrinkles and
Treon
stuff.
Mall. Here
So
you'll find Treon
like having a
Tower,
basket of
one
clean
Edith's
towels doesn't
major
really mean
landmarks.
too much for me.
You'll also find the Vern store, a movie theater, boutiques, and other various shops to peruse.
If I stay at this company, they'll just work me like a dog until my very last breath.
We
That's
hope
why I
you'll have
decided
a
to aim for an
fabulous
early
time
retirement. After I make some successful investments and get an income stream going, I can pull out of the company and manage my portfolio once in a while. Nothing like setting a goal to give you second wind. Step number 1 is to open a brokerage account and start trading. Okay, isn't everyone here? So Sarah and Shahina are probably going to play a pretty big role.
Welcome to the Treon Mall. Here you'll find Treon Tower, one of Edith's major landmarks.
It kind of felt like
You'll also
Sarah and
find the
Shahina
Vern
could have been
store,
delegated
a
to
movie
like
theater,
a little green
boutiques,
check mark instead
and
of a
other
red.
various shops to peruse.
But since it's red, I guess that means we have to, for the sake of the story, we have to know that they're in Edith
Drop by
again
the Vern
doing
store if you
on
wanna
their
check
bullshit,
out the
on their
hottest
grind.
new commodity, the T-phone.
Let's get going.
Check off Serena and Shahina, as it were.
Hey there. How's business treating you?
Feast your eyes on
Oh,
this.
what can I do for you? Drop by again sometime, yeah?
This is kind of fun.
Oh, hello. Welcome.
A gift for Van?
You're welcome back anytime.
I didn't realize you could get gifts for Van. I might have forgotten. He just bought himself a little treat.
What's next?
Gotta treat myself every now and then.
What's it gonna be?
Raspberry quenelle and pastries.
Later.
Cinder Marche really does that.
Check out what I have on. Let me know if you need anything at all.
Banana chips sound good.
Please come back anytime. It's so lively.
What can I get for you?
Avocado burger. This is how we aren't going to be able to save for retirement. You know what? This is actually a really good item. Damage up is always welcome. We will buy 30 of your best avocado burgers.
Thanks for shopping.
That'll sit in my inventory until I need to just absolutely nuke an enemy.
Best goods that money can buy.
What can I get for you?
Oh wait, these camel sausages might be better. 30 camel sausages.
Thanks a bunch.
Yeah, it's so wild what the Martian Garden does to this game. Like, money is such a non-issue throughout the entire thing.
Anything you want?
Flashabow. And an all-purpose rod.
Hope you get good use out of it.
They normally don't add new fish, right? I don't have to see if there's any, like, new fish in the fountain over here.
Take a look at my wares.
Wherever that fountain was. Over here.
Let's do this thing.
Huh. I could have sworn there were fish here. Like, that looks like a fishing spot.
Let's do this thing.
There's so much to see.
Alright, time to do our dialogue housekeeping.
Either venue.
We'll work our way from the start of the marsh. Went to RMM to collect their selection. You can buy fashionable clothes for so cheap there. The dangers of fast fashion. Long time no see, Spriggan. I'm told all that business with Armada's legacy has you on the move lately. I assume that the things in the underworld would settle down a bit now that Armada's out of the picture. The fact that I'm still hearing things only proves how much of an impact they made. Armada has a way of lingering long before they're supposed to be gone. It's just crazy how much of a presence they still hangs in the air. Sean and Kane. Never knew. Oh yeah, these were the cooking family. Talking about cool frying pans. Wants to help me more in the kitchen, but a frying pan at home is a tad large. Aluminum frying pan. Seems kind of weird to me. I don't know if I've heard about people cooking on aluminum. Like, I've heard of like aluminum wrapping, like people wrap like things in like smokers sometimes in like aluminum and stuff. Stop it from burning. Growing them organically allows their flavors to shine through. Must take no small amount of effort to raise vegetables like these organically. Remain actually agreed to carry our produce. Thank goodness I went out on a limb. Yeah, because I know like iron, like of course you have like stainless steel. Like you have like copper cooking ware. Those are kind of the only ones I know though. I've never really given much thought about like the peripherals of cooking and what materials besides that. Because for the most part I just use like, I pretty much just use stainless steel or cast iron in like my day-to-day. Hey on, yes. Should have figured the stuff you had to take care of this afternoon would be a part-time job again. Yes, it's something I couldn't afford to skip out on. What about you, Odette? Just browsing the records? Yep, I was thinking we needed somewhere choice for what kind of music to play on campus during the festival. My mind keeps circling back to if Swin and Nadia are alright though. I know they said it's only temporary, but what the heck could have called them back to Rim Ferry all of a sudden? I don't know the details myself, sorry to say. Don't go stressing yourselves, they'll be back before you know it. Those kids are all the type to follow through on their word, all in all.
You got a point. We'll just have to keep the faith and sit tight then. I've got my own responsibilities to focus on anyways. There's only a few weeks to go before the festival.
That's a spirit.
That's it. I'll do my part as well. We'll make this one an event to remember. I wonder what happened to Albert. He was supposed to come help me out today. But whatever, can't let the distraction from sifting through all these tunes.
And we know that Albert had to got called in for work. Albert on that wagey grind set.
You never can know when an old card game will cycle back into popularity again. That's simply the nature of trends though, isn't it? I'm just happy to see the younger folks having fun. I need Vantage Masters to come back in a big way.
Player 7 article on the wage list lately. We've amused ourselves with multiplayer card games like that when I was a young man too. This takes me back to the days when Belinda and I would go a few rounds with each other on train trips. Loud Chow. It's an Arab luxury you're after. I might have suggested a bit of Arabonian brandy. Oh yeah, the Stein Rose. That was the... Just some static to my mic.
fixed itself. How about now? And then, just in case, I'll also reset my audio engine. Alright, testing. How we looking? Still the same? Oh, it's good now? Okay, cool. I was about to pull the plug on the mic for a second. Cool. Hello. How you doing? Happy Thursday. Hope you're having a good one. We haven't had a stream in a while, I think, right? Steinrose was... Like, what was the name of the village that Olivier was from again? It started with an A. Was it Alistair? I think it was Alistair. A sip of that will have you feeling like a proper Imperial noble. Yeah, we're Fantasy Life chilling. We respect it. I got to the second zone in Fall of Avalon, and like, there is something about entering a new zone and having like so much of the map unfilled that really puts me off of things sometimes. Like, it's like starting over, like brand new. So like, I've been kind of taking it a little slower on Fall of Avalon lately. We pretty much finished everything in the first zone. But that second one, it's so much bigger than the first area. It's a little overwhelming. Here's the red orange you wanted, by the way. Let me tell you, it wasn't easy getting my hands on this thing. Okay. Or red orange. Oh yeah. Oh, they're talking. The coffee versus like the sweet coffee fighters. Jumana and Elton. This is the other Calvard ship that I think about a lot. Enemies to lovers? Huh, you call yourself an enthusiast? Don't make me laugh. All you ever do is dilute your coffee with bilge and tripe. Oh, so that's how you want to play it. Tell you what, then. I'll drink it black just this once. But in exchange, you have to try a cafe latte. Alright, at the very least, you'll have a chance to see how foolish you were. Ward, could you bring this young miss your finest cup of my usual? And your extra finest cafe latte for him as well. As you wish. You know, I'm not so confident you'll be able to appreciate the rich flavors of coffee taken black. I could say the same thing about you and lattes, pal. I haven't had coffee in a really long time. Like, hearing them talk about coffee kind of makes me want to go and make a coffee. But it's fucking 9 p.m. So I shan't. But I feel like I haven't had coffee in like a month. It's been a while. Like, we've totally distanced ourselves from a bit of our like caffeine binge from like a couple months back. I think I talked a little bit about like how I was having like a bit of gamer subs a couple of weeks ago. But like, I don't know. It's just like not really necessary. We are not addicted to caffeine as we once thought. Rami's passion for coffee genuinely astounds me at times. With enough perseverance, she's bound to surpass even me as a barista someday.
Welcome! Thank you for coming!
Oh. Maltum signature curry enhanced by a secret ingredient, coffee? Yeah, that's what coffee addicts say. One drink back and they'll drink 10 a day. Okay, fair. You know what? I'm gonna do it. Tomorrow when I wake up first thing in the morning, make myself a nice cup of coffee. We're gonna be right back into like tragedy. Oh, Senator Ryan. So in other words, your goal is not to question each individual merit and pitfall of the president's policy measures. Rather, you wish to delve into what it is they're working towards. That is to say, their their long-term prospects. That's correct. After all, policies are nothing more than measures through which an ideal nation is created. I believe it's best to make the Republican Party's stance apparent. We're here to make sure all the facts are laid out on the table. We can't just blindly agree with the current administration, after all. Forward-thinking nations must have polarity. You see, you're just as Rocksmith said you'd be. Thankfully, I've yet to lose sight of our party's ideals. If only I could say the same of the others. Well, no matter, I look forward to hearing you speak at the upcoming debate, Orion. Naturally, the Republican Party should actively select policies appropriate for these modern times, rather than clinging onto convention. By that same token, it must also consider what kind of societies and policies can promise to our nation and its people. With that standpoint in mind, I believe it's high time we reclarified our stance. 3 cups a day is max, no more than that, even if you're addicted. Yeah. What's the limit on like caffeine again? Like no more than like 1,200 grams a day? Is it grams or milligrams? Grams might be crazy. Any more than that is like heart palpitation speedrun? It would seem Ryan has redirected the bitterness of his past hardships into bettering himself. He's most certainly one to look out for. Not many senators share in his background. Fewer still have the mettle to channel it into such a forward-thinking ideology. I have great expectations of him, if only for the vital experience and perspective it can provide. 400 milligrams is the max? Wait, I was really overdoing it back then. Not on coffee, mind you, but on gamer subs. Crazy. Keep trying to study Mr. Ward's technique, but the coffee rabbit hole goes down a lot deeper than I realized. Brewing it the way he does is challenging, but I'm not going to let that stop me. RF Guardians of Ozma will soon be released on June 4th. June 4th? Guardians of Ozma. I don't know if I've heard of that. Oh, Rune Factory. Huh. The games just keep coming. Gosh, what's the next big release I'm looking forward to? Because in my mind, really the only games that like immediately peek in the back of my brain is pretty much just like Sky and Kai. Yeah, hopefully Room Factory and Hypermog by Fantasy Life doing really well right now. Oh, right. You know, I think there's enough time in the release window. Maybe most of the people who picked up Fantasy Life might get the bug out of their system before Room Factory drops. Because it has been a little while, right? Like at least 2 weeks. Market offerings are gradually starting to cycle out now that we're in the tail end of winter. Practically bursting with excitement for the spring vegetables remain and the other grocers will have in stock. Okay. Yeah, because I think 1 week for most normal gamers, I think from the statistic, most people don't ever finish their games, right? Most people will play like a couple of hours and that's it. But of course, then you have like the core audience who will finish their games. I feel like Rune Factory might be a core audience type of game. So if it's like a core, audience in play, maybe they're done with Rune Factory. Who knows? Who knows? I believe precious metals and gemstones to be excellent investments, but they're not the sort of thing an untrained eye should even consider getting involved with. I've seen countless people crash and burn with nothing to blame for it but their own greed. Harvest Moon kind of has vague endings. Yeah, it's mostly a core audience type of game. It takes time to build your character and get a wedding. Yeah, the average RPG life sim genre enjoyers are filled with sickos. I would believe it. Like, I think of that, I don't know, maybe the most like casual, like normie type might be like people getting into like Stardew, right? Anything past that is like sicko territory and like people get like invested heavily. Because I feel like Stardew is like very, very like entry level, although it can go deep, right? But like it's very much like almost everyone knows about it, and like you might find like people who like don't really play much games in the genre to like try and hop onto that too. But you might not hear the same thing about like Fantasy Life, unfortunately. Yeah, you need to detach myself from Fantasy Life. Yeah, it looks really addicting. Peggy. Child labor? Was this kid always manning the stall? Welcome, what can I get you today? All of our fishies are fresh, guaranteed. If you don't believe me, just ask the kitty cat over there. Over where? Over there? Over there. Stares cattily. Tiger's got that longing look in his eye. Doesn't seem like he's all that hungry though. Maybe he wants something to give to another cat. Peggy and I often leave Tiger there leftover bony bits from the fish I've cleaned. But for whatever reason, he doesn't seem all that enthused about them today. Can't exactly afford to just give him our valuable merchandise, but I'll see what doesn't sell come closing time and go from there. All the cats have been kind of weird today, no?
They're as fresh can be. Woohoo! Thank you.
Karina. Centuries has so many spices. What if I use these to come up with my own original curry? That would give me some girl boss points for sure, right? Girl boss mention? Never did I think. You know what? Fair. They said Riz, I let them say girl boss. You say eating meat makes you happier. You know what? They're absolutely right. So step right up and grab yourself a nice juicy piece of heaven. It's not all about the sales for me though. I just love seeing my customers smile. That's why I'm giving out extra large servings today.
What can I get for you? Thanks a bunch.
Okay, and then shell. It's easy to get. Oh, they have durian in this universe. Huh. Yeah. I mean, they got like other fruits, so yeah, okay. But my mom says they taste amazing. People just need to give them a try. You should buy one and see for yourself. I haven't gone back and tried durian, but when I was a kid, I really didn't like it. Today we have the king of all fruits, the durian. They may be out of season right now, but the quality is second to none. Don't be shy about trying one. The more off-putting the smell, the greater the flavor. For the best experience, however, you'll want to let them ripen an extra 2 or 3 days. That's when the aroma and taste will be at their peak. You won't be able to get enough, no doubt.
Let me know if you need. Please come back anytime.
I just remember like all the hotels and stuff back when I was in like Vietnam and stuff would have like the like don't fucking bring in durian signs or we'll murder you. Like you would I remember commonly seeing those like signs out front where it'd be like a durian with a big old like canceled symbol. Like do not bring this shit in type. I wonder if those are still like around. Okay. I think all that's left for us here is upstairs. Yeah, non-flashbacks for real though. Oh, hey. What the? When did you two get to Edith? Hey, I was actually about to reach out to you. How's that for a coincidence? It's been a while, guys. Safe for Aaron and them anyways. Jack! Man. I need them to say her name. Just one more time. It's been 2 games of one more time. Is it Haley? Jack and Hall? Haley? A pleasure to see you. Any particular reason you came to the capital? Nah, it's just the Longport's quieted down a lot lately. We figure if there was action to be had, it'd be here, so we made a trip to it. I wouldn't say much of note has happened since Nemeth Island, though. We are on the hunt for a couple runaway kids, but you never met them, so I won't bother you with the details. That's so. Well, we'll let you know if we hear anything suspicious. Backing up a bit, you said Longport's quieted down. What about Hayue? Nothing official yet, but they've pretty much got everything squared away. Just the way Sal wants it, too. Figures. We got the whole story back in the island, but that doesn't make me any less pissed. It's a lot to take in. Sal defecting to start his own family. Up until now, I'd have laughed at the idea, but if anyone can pull it off, it's him. Someone just gotta kill that man. Just saying. On a related note, Old Gien and Fan Lu are here in town too. Are they now? What for? I guess they have a whole slew of things to sort out, now that Sal's left the Lu family. Could also be that they're here to talk business. Whatever the case, it's not likely to have anything to do with our current objective. Yeah, we should focus on what we're dealing with at the moment. Best of luck. You're keeping an ear out for some garden master guy, right? Anything come up, we'll pass it along. But in the meantime, I think I'll mosey into the capital's gambling scene, see if I can't make a few waves. Just don't get in over your head. I'm not looking to clean up after your messes. In fact, maybe I ought to come along and keep you from making any. Wow, isn't that precious? You got your very own chaperone. Oh, stuff it. Been too long since my last romp in Edith. Would love to play fast and loose, don't get me wrong. But we've got monkey business going on all over the public right now, Longport included. Gonna have to make like the informant I am and gather some intel. I'll be sure to keep my ear to the ground for any gab on those kids that ran out on you too. We've got a pretty decent handle on what went down at Nemeth Island. Can't say the same about where the Oathbreaker went though. Doesn't seem like Ouroboros' other members are up to anything major either. But you can't be too careful after your getaway's gone wrong, especially when it comes to those twins. You watch our backs and we'll watch yours, just like we did in Longport. Are we gonna get like a flag check downstairs? We've done everything we can.
Please check out my wares.
Oh. Where else can we go? Maybe we just have to leave and then it'll be like, hey, you've done everything.
Hey there. How's business treating you?
Let's go back to Old Town. Marty, what's up?
A new tip just came in, fresh off the grapevine. I had a feeling you'd be in need of a refill right about now.
Thoughtful as ever. Lay it on us. Right, you see, something curious has been going on over at the condemned sector of the Blacklight District. The condemned sector? It's a dilapidated corner of the district. The one where that red fairy appeared. Certain brands of criminals headed up when they're looking to get away with whatever they want. So what's the sitch over there? Well, lately, rumor has it that a stranger has been going in and out of the area. Now, I can't say whether the next part is necessarily related. But apparently the monsters that frequented the condemned sector have been found killed by what appears to be needles. Needle mention? That's Nadia. Needles? Does that mean it was Nadia? Sorry, hon, but I can only tell you what I've heard. Not to worry, this lead should prove more than sufficient. We'll want to investigate this straight away. Yeah, let's gear up and head out. Thanks, Bramati. I owe you one. Let's call it on the house and leave it at that. If you need anything else, my line's always open. Is the housekeeping over? Maybe we should check.
Would you care for some flowers?
We should check the guide before we move on. There was a lot of stuff to do here, so I probably definitely missed something. Quick guide check. Daybreak II. Act 3. Damn, Act 3 is long. Okay, yeah, we already got Alter Gap. We watched the 2 movies. Okay. Yeah, we've done the bulletin board. There was a room event which we did. Got all of that. How much do I care about fish? I'm okay. Yeah, we got Gaiaverse. Did all that. Macmillan Mix, Gift of Solaris. We could be cooking, but I don't. We can cook whenever. Okay, that's good. We're good.
Let's do this.
Don't think I've seen you before.
The condemned sector's just past this gate. That's where all those monsters were found stabbed to death by needles. It'll probably take us a long while to look into this properly. A long while? I mean, wouldn't we just, like, find the bodies, be like, yep, that's Nadia. She's around here. So this is the condemned sector. It feels stifling somehow. Yeah, the air's just that stagnant. Is Nadia really here? We can't say for certain yet. But if there's any chance she's found a clue here that points to Swin, I wouldn't rule it out. That's great and all, but how do we plan on sweeping this dump? Why don't we begin by heading to where the Black Aurora was situated? Excuse me. No one has any other routes in mind, then I guess we might as well. The Genesis. Jackpot. Evidently, this place has something worth our time. Yeah, it's our cue to buckle up and move. Let's sweep through as far as we can to start. Also, let me get the costume off for reset. Just in case. Nah, it's fine. At this point, I think we can wear pretty much whatever we want. I do like Van's coat, though. Yeah, we have Theria like decked out in a bunch of shit. I've never liked hair recolors though. Yeah, and of course Aaron's still in his like swimwear. Yeah, that's fine.
Watch out for ranged attacks!
Time to close in!
Let's get to work. One more. Burn!
Let's open up this now! Got you! Ha! 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 There!
Okay, what's the deal here?
That's about an A-level threat.
Okay, these guys are very weak.
Time to close in! Yeah! They're done! I'm all in! There!
So how come we didn't grab this before?
Good. Hopefully I got some nice data.
That was flawless, Catra.
S tablet, okay. Can I just like eat that and get rid of the chest? Damn. No one can eat the S tablet. This chest will forever remain closed.
Looks like the gang's all here.
Okay, not through there. Are we gonna get a boss fight immediately? And why are there 2 spots? I feel like that's a little foreboding. Like one of these might be a dead end or some shit. Hey, take a look at that. There's no mistake. It's one of the needles Nadia uses. This monster wasn't killed all that long ago. Then she can't be too far. Guess its friends came by to get revenge. What do you say we help them reunite? What do y'all say we help reunite them?
Activating sharks.
Damn, you telling me Nadia soloed?
Over here! All for you! Up to you, Reset!
Might want a boost here. Full boost. Hit them with initiating drive.
Our chance.
Activating drive.
Yeah!
Reset.
One skill coming right up. A chance.
Get washed.
Shining. Reset.
And now Reset gets to do this like 50 times.
Initiating drive. This is deletion. Go! One skill coming right up.
Damn, Catcher did a lot of damage with that.
My move now.
Go!
Reset.
One skill coming right up. Now it's my turn. Full boost.
Reset.
One skill coming right up. Here I go.
She will never stop casting.
Our chance.
Now, unleash your activating drive.
Go!
Reset.
One skill coming right up. Here I go. Full. There. This is deletion.
The coast is clear. Looks like it. Yeah, Anya's only had 1 turn that fight. Is something the matter? No, it's nothing. There's something glowing on the ground. It's the key to that gate we passed on the way. Let's pull back and continue on from there. Passed on the way is not what I would say for this gate.
Enemy sighted. Be careful. We found our way forward.
Careful. That's above an A-level threat. I'll be watching your performance.
You've got a turn stat available. There. There.
Stay calm and deal with it.
Engaging shark strike.
Grab these real quick.
Hit them where it hurt. Initiating drive. One skill coming right up. Here I go.
Big pew pew.
Initiating drive.
She's genuinely casting like a madman.
One skill coming right up. Here I go.
Is she gonna be able to get 3?
Full boost. Initiating drive.
Output maximized.
Shining. Van. Get them all. Go. One skill coming right up. Might want to boost here. Full boost. Initiating drive. Deletion.
Oh, we got all fishing parts. Good for us.
That went better than I anticipated.
I can always count on you.
What the hell? This dog got bombs?
Time to close in.
It's good now. It's time for
Quite a
song.
few hostiles, but they're hardly a match for us.
Output maximized.
Activating drive.
Gotcha.
Big damage, big damage.
Activating
That's a
skill.
lot of damage.
Here goes. Shine. Reset. Might want to be some art should really
Make it
hurt.
count.
Initiating drive.
We're done! You picked the wrong guy to fight.
Shall I prepare some sweets for you, Mr. Arkwright?
Treasure located.
We have so much Sepith, I don't know what to do with it. Suffering from success. Like, look at this. It was this way? No. This way. One of these will tell me how much Sepith oh wait, it's on the bottom right. Like, we've already maxed out everyone's slots.
Whoa.
I detect treasure.
Yeah, just wait for level 3 quartz, then we'll be broke.
There we go.
If those guys cost like 3,000 quartz each, like it's over. Okay, see. It's another locked gate. We need another key.
Looks like a chest.
Oh, evade. No, I already have evade 3. I have a couple.
Treasure located. Treasure located.
Access granted. I'm going in. Conducting search.
We're fast as fuck.
Conducting search.
Damn.
I'm not done yet.
Does the tag still stay? It does. Oh, this is gonna be rough. Wait, no, this is good. This will keep me safe. Let's do it.
That's a good lock. Now do me a solid and open no sweat. Confirming surroundings. I've got control of the system.
Alterose. Oh, maybe we can open this door from this side. It looks like we can operate this controller even without a key. Seems like it loops back to where we were earlier. Might as well open it anyways.
Now we can move ahead.
I'm not gonna move ahead, that's going back. What you talking about, Onias?
You ought to do a sharp search. You're more than prepared.
Thank you, Rufus. Could this be another key card?
Found the key.
All right, that gate is as good as unlocked.
See, these key cards being here doesn't inspire too much confidence that Nadia is gonna be back there. Cause like if she went through, like she wouldn't leave the key card all the way in bumfuck nowhere, right? Like, she could have just jumped over.
It seems we have a way forward.
Whew, how relaxing.
100 chests plundered, good.
Someone's there.
Is that Ashen?
Is it Nadia?
Nah, doesn't seem like it.
You've arrived.
That voice. I don't get it. What are you doing here? Ashen!
What am I doing here? What other reason could there be? I came for you, Aaron. And you as well, Van Arkwright.
In what way?
So I can exact my revenge on you for throwing away your humanity.
Fuck you mean by that?
Revenge?
Doesn't sound like she's messing around.
She singled you two out by name. Any idea what she's referring to?
Beats me. No disrespect, Ashen. I can't remember doing anything to offend you. That said, I don't much appreciate being lured here the way we were.
So those needles we thought were Nadia's, they're fake? You have a lot of nerve, playing up the innocent act. I was a fool to believe I could trust a Spriggan. But I did. And now, Aaron is just as tainted as you.
Give it a rest, Ashen. Would you just back up a minute and explain what the hell's going on?
There's no need for that. Your attitude says it all.
Is she actually like a threat, though?
This is the end of the road for both of you.
Oh.
So the Xiongso were hiding too.
It seems self-defense is our only option.
Yes, we need to clear up this misunderstanding.
First, we gotta knock these guys out.
Aaron wearing two sunglasses is tainted, alright? Wait, was Aaron wearing two sunglasses?
Use a shark goose to get
I
the upper
didn't
hand.
notice.
I will fight. Over here for you! Hold you on, yes!
Now's your chance to use the shark goose. Gotcha!
This would be an ideal time to boost.
Output maximized.
Keep it up, it's working!
Thor Smasher is just kind of like really good, but Obsidian Ray.
Activating
We
drive.
haven't used Obsidian Ray in a minute.
Here's my chance.
Initiating drive! Go! One skill coming right up!
There!
Activating skill.
Here's my chance.
Full boost! Hit them where it hurts!
Going all in!
Go! One skill coming right up!
Here goes!
Here, we don't use this enough.
I won't lose.
Give them your
It's
all!
over! You're crushed! Up to you, Reset!
Full boost.
Going all in!
Now, unleash your full power. Activating drive.
Pop off.
One skill coming right up!
All that hassle.
He is
For
wearing
what?
two sunglasses. I didn't notice that he had those sunglasses on his hair. That's crazy.
It's about time you calmed down and told us what this is about.
You think this is over? Not by a long shot.
Yo, what do we do?
These bastards don't know when to.
Aaron!
He should have been wearing clothes.
Where did that come from?
Shit. Should have known there'd be more of them skulking around.
Nah.
Van too?
Those weapons are poisoned.
We have to split up!
Right. We'll hold these guys off.
They're fine, right? This isn't a dead end already? Like, they're fine. Oh,
Son of a.
that's a lot of blood.
Talking will just make it worse. They're showing signs of neurotoxicity.
This poison is both fast-acting and lethal. There's nothing we can do.
No, you can't be serious. Van, please open your eyes. Goodbye, Van Arkwright.
What the fuck, Ashen?
Goodbye, Aaron.
Ouroboros, Haravi, Almada comes to attack normal poison. Use the deadliest poison ever. Yeah, what the fuck? Like, Harwood's poison was nothing. Start sucking the poison out. It looks like it. Yeah, they are kind of wild for that. Like, there's probably been so many opportunities for them to lock in and use that shit, and they used it on these two. Investigate the needles. Turns out my gut was right the first time. These needles are a red herring, and Ashen was the one who planted them. Oh yeah, she did, didn't she? I'm getting that same feeling we had back on Nemeth Island. Me too. We must have gone through a rewind. So you two really did die. Although it won't be happening a second time. Right, not if we can help it. At any rate, there are two key parts of this that we don't understand. Yes, the first of which is what could have driven Miss Lu to deceive us in such a way. And the second is who off-Van and me from behind. That's the question. It's not impossible that there were more Xiangshu skulking in the corners. But the moment we went down, my nose picked up an entirely different smell. That means they have a totally separate group working with them. But who? We couldn't even get a glimpse of whatever did you in, let alone who used it. Judging by their sleight of hand, these must be trained assassins we're dealing with. Yeah, but as it stands, trying to follow up on that will be more trouble than it's worth. We're better off looking into Ashen's motives first. About that, she isn't the only member of the Lu family who's in the capital right now. If anyone knows something, it should be them. You mean Gen and Fawn? Yeah, they probably are our best bet. I don't actually know where they are, but a quick call should fix that problem. Nearing the end of the game? I don't know. Looking at the guide, like off of a brief glance, Act 3 looks fucking long. Mind sorting that out for us, Aaron? Bet your ass I mind, but whatever. Just give me a few. In response to his inquiry, Aaron was informed that Gian and Fawn were moving from place to place to observe the capital. He then learned that they could meet with the pair in the Vern store at the Treon Mall. The schedule's pretty packed, but they said they could squeeze us in. The Treon Mall is only a short ways from here. No time to lose then. Let's swing on by. Halfway, I think? Wait, halfway is crazy? Act 3, Route A, A Hall of Vengeance.
Aaron, Arkwright Solutions. Good of you to come.
I see you have made an exceptional addition to your group since our last encounter in Longport.
Please, don't mind me. I am only here in a collaborative capacity. Sorry again for calling you out of the blue like this. There's just something we wanted to check in on about. Sure you have better things to do, so I'll get down to brass tacks. I wanted to ask you about Ashen. As I suspected, she has indeed been acting strangely these past few days. As a matter of fact, we haven't been able to contact her at all since this morning. In a similar vein are the number of Zhao's former subordinates who remained in the Lu family. They too are unaccounted for. From what we can surmise, they would seem to be accompanying Ashen.
Zhao's former subordinates?
Should have known that bastard had something to do with this. I'm guessing Ashen still isn't over him leaving the Lu family. Correct. While she may have gotten it through her head, her heart is still lagging behind. It's only natural, after all. She has been in Zhao's company since the tender age of 5.
Zhao's a dirtbag.
It was over 12 years ago when he first came to the Lu family as a boy of 17. He was rather wary of us at the outset. I've heard this story more times than I can count. It was at the Hekizarano Inn in Longlai, which your house has connections with. You were there for a family trip. Even back then, Ashen was a bundle of curiosity, so she managed to run off without anyone noticing. And Zhao was the first one to find her, right? Yes, thanks to his remarkable what? I mean, that just sounds like another way to say remarkable perception, no? Perspicacity? I'm pretty sure that's right. But let me look it up. We love getting dictionary diffed. Perspicacity.
Perspicacity.
Perspicacity. Quality of having ready insight into things, shrewdness. Okay. Yeah, that sounds about like Zhao.
Upon discovery, Ashen was in the middle of a crying fit. But when Sao guided her through Longlai, she soon broke into a smile as if by magic.
That's your word for the day, right? You know, that's one thing I really like about Trails. They always hit me with like words I've never seen before. I feel like once a stream, I get like vocabulary checked. And now like here we are. Now we know what perspicacity is.
In retrospect, that might have been what caused Sao to relax his guard against the Liu family. When put in those terms, I'm inclined to agree.
So that's how the two of them got started.
Yes, it may well be one of Ashen's most treasured memories. Her sudden shift over the past few days is undoubtedly related to Sao. But even then, there are still parts of the story that don't quite mesh.
Such as what?
What indeed? All of you feel much of the same, do you not? I also would be here asking about it. Before we start going in circles, let me make something clear. For some reason, your little lady's got a personal death warrant out for me and Aaron. Don't suppose you'd have any idea why. It's quite the revelation. Hearing it does put some of Ashen's recent behaviors into context. Nevertheless, I am afraid I cannot speak to her motives. Let's assume what you say is true. If you're aware that she seeks your demise, responding accordingly should be well within your means. You make it sound so easy. Even after all you've heard, you're still just gonna sit on your hands? Naturally, we cannot overlook any who violate our regulations, not even my beloved granddaughter. But be that as it may, our attention is on matters of greater import at present. AOA's internal conflicts have yet to be officially resolved. Our current visit to the capital is but one facet of that. Forgive us, but would you mind handling my daughter for your time being? Psst, that was the plan anyways. I'm gonna look past the doublespeak here and say we get the message.
Well, at least they heard us out. It didn't sound like either of them knew much about the situation, though. I was hoping they'd give us some help, but it looks like we're on our own. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. What we need is a way to deal with those mystery pricks who caught me and Van off guard.
Hey, fancy seeing all of you here.
Fancy seeing? Is that voice familiar? It should be, but... Shizuna! Unclouded Eye? Ikaruga's Vice Chieftain. Always popping up when we least expect it. Don't tell me you're here on another job like you were back in Longport.
Sorry to disappoint, but not this time. Real talk, I've just been treading water while I think out my next move.
I really like Shizuna's voice. Is something troubling you?
Let's take this somewhere more private. So, what's going on?
The thing is, Kuragane and the others have been mobilizing behind my back. It's obviously for some kind of mission, but heck if I know more than that.
That's worrying.
You're Ikaruga's second in command, no? Can they really just circumvent your authority? It's not totally out of the question if they're acting on special orders. Still, you'd think I'd at least have a grasp on it. That's the part that rubbed me the wrong way. So I came into town and scoped things out and bam, there you guys were. Holding out on me, are we? Oh, Ikaruga killed us. Okay, that makes sense.
No, it's just that this sounds an awful lot like what's going on with Ashen. If it's Ikaruga on the move.
The group explained the situation to Shizuna, taking care to work around any details regarding the rewind. Oh, speaking of Shizuna, not in that way I guess, but does Shizuna have a figure? I don't know if she has a figure, but my Joshua figure came in. We got them chilling together now. We got the Estella and Joshua. We have the makings of a trail shelf. Like check this out. Well, I'm opening up a picture here. The shelf is forming. We missed the Elaine drop though, unfortunately. Wait, this one? Yeah, put Mishi between them. Mishi will permanently be standing behind the light. But yeah, like we got our signed like acrylic, the signed poster. But behind this poster is also the signed Altina poster too. The print. And then we have, yeah, these 4 Kotobukiya ones. It's building, and both Estelle and Joshua are kind of precariously slightly off the shelf. When I move into the new room and I get some more shelves up, I'll definitely be making it more safe. Because the moment that like one big California earthquake ends up hidden, like it's so over for a lot of these guys. I gotta make sure I get that done before that happens. Dog hazard too, but not so much. These are really high up. Like, it's probably a good 6.5 feet up. No, 6.5 is crazy. Maybe like, it's definitely like maybe like 6, maybe around 6 feet up. I know it's like if I stand up, it's got like a good, hold on, let's see, height check. No, yeah, 6 feet is about right. It's like just above my head a bit. Yeah, so my dog can't get to it. So the little lady from Heiue wants your heads on a platter, but you don't know why. And on top of that, you think she's getting help from a third party. Yeah, that being said, I can't say for sure that she has your shinobi with her. Well, if she does, I can't just let it slide. That means I'll be tagging along in case it wasn't obvious. Yeah, I figured as much. Good to have you. We'll need all the backup we can get. Excuse me. With that, Van and crew once again made their way to the condemned sector, the Blacklight District, only this time with Chizuna in tow.
So this is the condemned sector. Huh.
I don't really have Chizuna built up the way most of the rest of Arkwright Solutions is built.
Nah, he wouldn't let himself get caught that easily. What I'm sensing is pretty eerie. Well, I guess we'll figure out what it is when we're at the end.
Right. Then let's hop to it.
Like, what do I have on Chizuna here?
Let me handle this.
Yeah, so much of this is old. Hold on. I might just, like, auto her.
That's a single element slot. That's a single element slot. That's a single element slot. I need you to choose a type.
We will make her prioritize physical.
Quartz embedded. That's a single element slot. Skill set updated.
Most of these don't even really matter. I guess action 1 here instead of... Well, Rot's good. Any of these debuffs are pretty good, actually. We could probably do away with this, though.
Skill set updated.
Maybe instead of Evade 3, we throw on Break.
Skill set updated. Skill set updated.
Well, of course, this is a good one. Okay. Better than nothing.
Best keep them at arm's length.
What is her level, too? She's level... Okay, she's the same level. I must have fed her droplets.
Careful. That's above an A-level threat.
Yeah, halfway through the game and I'm at 74 hours. I think we've spent more time playing this than Daybreak 1. Or if that, like, estimate is right. Because I probably put like 120 something hours in Daybreak 1. Well, well, well. You can already sense it, huh? One thing at a time, though. Yeah. Yeah, Daybreak 2 is like 90 hours for you. Yeah, I think a lot of the meat It's just me sitting here like reading these things out loud. We're here, Ashen, just like you wanted. So cut the crap and show yourself.
You figured out it was me, yet here you are anyway. All that tells me is that you've made your peace with death.
I want to check your math on that. I know that you're still hung up on what happened with Zhao. But what I don't get is how that justifies taking it out on us. Halfway was joke, you're decently close to the end. Oh.
That's a fine thing to say. You don't even have the right to speak Zhao's name.
She's saying that like Zhao's dead. In which case, like, clap. We're there for it.
Not when you're the ones who killed him!
Let's go! Huh? Say that again? What is she talking about? Zhao's not even dead in the first place. Don't take me for a fool! Van Ark cried. Aaron away! Back on Nemeth Island, you exploited Zhao for all he was worth. In the end, you pushed all the blame on him, then killed him to keep his mouth shut. When did that happen? I don't think this is just a misunderstanding. It would seem that Miss Liu has her own version of the facts, one she is thoroughly convinced of. That can't be possible, or is it? Get a grip already, damn it. You're beyond forgiveness. I will have my revenge. Is she getting, like, timeline bleed? Is that something that happens? Is this like an alternate timeline where we did kill Zhao and like the universe clapped and like everything was right in the world? But like Ashen got weird?
Spirit unification.
Yo, she hit it! Wait, she's in this clean with it.
I can see you two hiding. Plain as day.
No! I knew you'd come in handy, but damn. The Divine Blade of Silver. She's on another level entirely. We love spirit unification.
Now then, isn't it time you came out to play? Kurogane?
Princess, why do you interfere?
Oh, no you don't. I'm the one asking the questions here. Just what do you think you're doing behind my back?
Ah, I see now that the message must not have reached you. This mission is under direct orders of the chieftain. Even if you should oppose us, we are prepared to fulfill it at the cost of our lives.
Yeah, no way we got jobbed that hard. Like, that's insane. It just took Shizuna like one cool attack. It just power diff. Well, isn't this something? I thought they were being controlled, but their chi is flowing freely. Which means... So the Divine Blade of Silver is against us too? In that case... Her aura. There it is. The source of what's warping them. That power. It's the Crimson Grendels. What? She's the Grendel? No way, right? She's just summoning it? You gotta be shitting me. She's corroding the space around her. She got the fucking reality bubble?
Our surroundings changed.
Or what is it called in Fate? It's a reality marble? Or like something like that?
There's that waterfall I trained under. Long Lai Poo Poo.
This place came up during Mr. Liu's story, too. I'm not sure how, but it seems to operate off the same mechanisms the Garten does.
So anything goes, huh? I'll bet anything that Ashen's regrets are what brought us here.
Yeah, reality marble. Okay, yeah.
Apparition, to me. Heed my call and smite my foes before me.
You telling me Ashen was this sick with it before? Like... Yakunue? Oh, this monkey's getting cooked.
Cryptid from the east. It's that new way we fought before.
Princess, I will expend every effort to carry out my assignment.
Sounds fun. Just don't start complaining when we return the favor.
Damn straight. Let's show them what we've got, people.
Do what it takes to push them back.
This is gonna be light work.
Look out!
I'm sorry, Princess. I cannot back down.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand. Activate skill.
Hold you on, yes.
Kind of surprised that
Now's your chance to use a shard boost.
they're moving so quick.
I'll show no mercy.
You know what? Let's get the vandalized raid out now.
It's go time.
Activating skill.
Time for the main event. Hold you on, yes.
Unlocked.
That way we can holy bloom here.
Shining flowers. Give us your blessings. Here's my chance.
All right, and they don't know that we're crazy with it.
Here.
Yeah, at least Daybreak II combat is fast once you know what you're doing. Yeah, it really is.
It's working.
It feels so nice too.
I'll show no mercy.
Open. Initiating drive.
Our chance.
Okay, and we'll obsidian right here.
Output maximized.
You know we love that shit.
Drive.
Oh my gosh, why are they running there?
One skill coming right up. Here I go.
Why'd they have to get like inconveniently to the right?
Hit them where it hurts.
I must carry out my duty.
Okay, we can still hit everyone here.
Activating drive.
Good for us.
This is deletion.
Activating skill.
It's because this damn monkey is so huge.
One skill coming right up.
We'll just heat it.
Here goes.
Get some of that health regen. Another bullet.
Here's my chance.
And now we're chilling.
Full boost. Initiating drive. Reset. One skill coming right up. Now it's my turn.
Yeah, get buffed. It's all good. We don't care.
Full boost.
Reset cataract
Activating
wave.
drive.
Output maximized.
Yeah, we'll ray here too.
Initializing drive.
One skill coming right up. Here I go. Full boost. Activating drive.
Oh, I kind of genuinely forgot I was fighting Kurogane.
There.
I thought these were just like random dudes.
Activating skill.
Go.
Reset.
One skill coming right up.
Such impudence.
Here goes. Blossom. Reset. Full boost. Initiating drive.
We might be able to get like a sun ray
Get the upper hand.
with a big. Oh, we can't.
It's go time.
Shame. We'll go for another big attack then.
Raging Buster. We're done.
Oh, perplexing.
Reset.
All right, Ashen, can we throw down? We'll beat you up too. I have no qualms.
Impressively done. Crimson corrosion thing's thinning out.
Our surroundings have returned to normal. Now's our opportunity to bring her back to her senses.
Got it.
If she like stabs Aaron though, like...
Ashen, pull it together, would you? Just listen to what you're saying. Do you seriously think we murdered Cao? Since when was that prick the type to just roll over and die on someone else's terms?
Aaron? Looks like we're just a small push away on this end too. Stand still, Kurogane.
What?
She didn't like Oh, okay. Become free.
What came over me?
She cut out the corrosion. You can do that?
This katana is specifically made for exorcisms. Not one-to-one for this situation, but close enough. I doubt I could have tried it against anyone but Kurogane, though. If I had been off by even a hair, I would have sliced his soul right out.
Princess, I'd have preferred you cut me down where I stood.
Surely you don't mean that. Well, luckily for him, it worked out perfectly. Though I think Ashen still needs an extra notch. Looks like it.
No matter what you say, it's a fact that Tao's gone.
Hey, good.
If you really want to claim he's alive, then bring him here and show me!
If it were that easy, we'd have already done.
Speak of the dragon, and he shall appear.
This fuck. Maybe we can kill him. For real.
Oh, swell. Just how much of this did you see coming?
Why, this is no more than mere happenstance. The result of a stray rumor reaching my ears.
That's right. We wouldn't have traveled all this way to the capital without an express purpose.
Tao, is it really you?
Man, Ashen really that like yandere type. Unfortunate. Especially for who she sims for. Like, unfortunate.
Thank goodness. That means it was all a lie. Your death. You leaving the Liu family. All of
it. About that, Ashen. Regrettably, Lady Ashen, I have indeed made my departure from the Liu family. Additionally, I have one further report to make to you all. Just the other day, all 6 families aside from the Lius have recognized the establishment of the Li family. I notified both Gien and Fandaren of this development not too long ago. I, Fen Li, also known as Gao Long, shall act as the new head of the household. So that was your express purpose for coming to Edith, huh? So you finally made your choice, huh? It was the natural conclusion after gauging the capabilities of this man I call my brother.
I feel like you could sucker punch him. He wouldn't see that coming.
Each of us will exploit the other's position and circumstance, all while poised to cut them down in their sleep if need be. Occupying the seat of family head under such conditions will be stimulating beyond a doubt. All the better to slake my thirst.
Great. As if the Syndicate didn't have enough whack jobs in charge. Also, I have enough context clues for this, but I've never seen the word slake be used, so I'm curious about that too. Yeah, that's just another way to say quench or satisfy. But perhaps it's that very quality that allows one to stand at the helm of their family. It is so unfortunate though, because Ashen really does have like a 10 out of 10 character design. And then like that happened. You might be right about that.
Allow me to offer you my heartfelt congratulations on the establishment of the Li family. Master Gao Long? No. Master Fen Li. On behalf of the Liu family, I, Ashen Liu, wish for 1,000 years of amity and fortune between us.
Oh?
Yeah.
I accept your goodwill. Allow me to wish prosperity upon your house as well, Ashen Liu.
You grace us with your auspicious words. And Master Tao, I ask that you lend your support to Master Fen Li for many years to come.
As you will it, Lady Ashen. No, that doesn't quite have the right ring to it. Lady Liu.
Hate this guy.
May we bring glory to Heiyue together, in spite of our divergent
I hate this guy because that sounded cool.
Guess that's case closed.
Like, that was a little smooth. I hate this man.
Yeah. It all went according to plan. His plan, anyway.
All right, I need Aaron to just like pull out the sword and just stab Tao. It'd be kind of funny. Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Aaron!
That's crazy. I called the sucker punch out.
What do you think you're...
Shut up! Stay out of this, outsider! You're one crazy son of a bitch, Sao. That's true to form for the White Orchid Dragon. There's a reason I looked up to you with respect. Even when it seems like you've tossed Ashin aside, you're still worrying about her from the shadows. Case in point, right now you're helping her bounce back from a situation you created.
Quite an assumption there. Even if that were true, would it really constitute a problem?
That was like the most fucking cathartic punch in like all of Daybreak. How many punches are there? Let me think. Because it might be the most cathartic of all the trails for me right there.
You bet your ass it would. Especially when family comes into the equation. Huh? All this shit you're pulling right now has Ashin in tears. She's my longtime friend, a daughter of the Liu family. But more than that, she's someone close enough for you to consider your own flesh and blood.
That's...
Tao.
You two have been tight for over a decade. Even you can't pretend the connection you share is anything but legit. But what did you go and do anyway? You hurt Ashin, the girl who's supposed to be near and dear to you. If you think I'm just gonna let that slide, then you've got another thing coming, Sao Li!
I love Aaron. Aaron's such a good character. I like him.
I see. So that painful blow was your way of enacting retribution, was it?
It sure as hell was. Take another second, let it sink in.
Oh, I plan to do exactly that. You really have matured, Aaron. To the point where you do your title of prodigy justice.
Yeah, whatever.
I'll be expecting much of you from here onward, little conqueror.
I like that they kind of just let him get away with it too.
Will you forget the stupid nicknames already?
Are you okay, Tao? You really let you have it.
He doesn't deserve this. It's not fair.
Oh, this is hardly worth fussing over. Were I to do so, I'd no doubt be met with more bluster. Aaron would say this pain is nothing compared to what I put you through.
Hard to argue there.
Heiyue's future is looking very bright indeed. Not only by virtue of Aaron, but Fun and Lady Ashin as well.
He's like, that's the worst part. He is schmoove with it.
I ask that you continue to grow, to the point where even I must regard you as a threat. Consider this the parting wish of Sao Li, your erstwhile companion.
Tao, I'll gladly grant that wish. And don't think you can take it back. I may not look it, but I've got a real stubborn streak. Someday I'll pull off something you'll never see coming. Then you won't even be able to think about brushing me off.
Is that so? I will be looking forward to it.
So what does all this have to do with Twin and Nadia?
Huh. Things were a little tense for a minute there.
Yeah. Now we can finally shut the books on this.
Because we were still kind of looking for Swin and Nadia.
Damn. Not to agree with Sao here, but Aaron's done a lot more growing up than he realizes.
The Genesis. Huh? Something's glowing.
Ashin has something? No way they just planted a Genesis on her. Like, that thing's gotta have some weight to it, right? Where was she keeping that thing on that dress? Oh.
Truly well done. Then I'll update your rank.
Got it.
There it is. That's the thing I need for Van.
Can't complain with that.
Well, this is embarrassing.
Never mind, we actually are halfway through. Wah! Well, we've been doing double Daybreak streams lately, so I think we will make it on time, both for Sky and for Horizon at this rate. Like two times a week, reasonable. Several hours later, having sorted out the situation with Ashen, the group returned to Old Town. After grabbing a late dinner at Montmartre, they finally settled down for some much-needed rest. The second Genesis. This wasn't how I expected to get it back. Yeah, it's definitely not a fake either. Does that mean this is all just another case of Genesis going haywire then? I don't think it's that simple. If I remember right, this unit had the ability to manipulate vital forces. Hard to imagine that it could pull off the things we saw this time around. I concur. Consider the way Miss Liu and the others have been corrupted. Had that Crimson Asswipe's handiwork written all over it. Yes, the Genesis was probably being used as a point of origin. As for that corrosive power the Crimson Grendel has, it must have been strengthened after the 8th Genesis was reassembled. And now it's able to wear away at past memories. When that happens, the target's perception gets rewritten, the way Ashen's was. So basically it can alter what people remember. At least that's what we're speculating. Sorry, but I'm drawing a blank on everything that happened. Before I knew it, the only thought I had in my mind was revenge. My circumstances were similar. I acted as if ordered by my chieftain, so I harbored no qualms with my mission. Perhaps were we under the influence of a highly sophisticated technique, one capable of rewriting our perceptions. It was as if we were being shown a possibility that could have come to pass. Whatever the case, we can say for sure that an unidentified phenomenon is at work here. It could be a sign that our high-risk offenders are making a move again. Crimson Grendel and the Garden Master, you mean? At this point, we need, who could that be? Sorry, but our office hours are long over.
Whoops. Hope you don't mind me barging in.
Red? Is that Chizuna again? That voice. Okay. The Divine Blade of Silver. I half expected her to come. But what for?
Short time no see, guys. I just stopped by to say thanks for today. Well, that. And to cut a little deal.
Can we employ her? I would like her to be the next employee to our Arkwright Solutions office. A deal? Here comes that sinking feeling again.
As Ikaruga's second in command, I can't just shrug off what happened. No matter how you slice it, my subordinates were used in a, let's say, unconventional manner. So, in exchange for you calling it even, I'm taking it upon myself to pitch in for a while. Think of it as an apology, mixed with a dash of gratitude.
Oh, brother, I should have seen this coming. Hey, look on the bright side. We couldn't ask for a better helper. Agreed. Her combat skills leave nothing to be desired, and her unclouded eye will surely serve us well. She'd be a valuable asset considering what lies ahead. Just so we're clear here, this ain't gonna be like the time you helped us out in Longport. If you're in for the long haul, and it's our way or the highway. Got it?
Sure. I think I can handle that much.
Yeah, and in that case, welcome aboard. Happy to have you with us again. Let's get the paperwork out. Now that our surprise guest is settled in, let's get back to the topic at hand. To recap, it's plain to see that the enemy is exploiting the Genesis for their own twisted gain. That's why we need to recover the rest of them as quickly as possible. Yes, there are still 6 units unaccounted for. Going by our progress today, this is going to take us a long while. In that case, we'll want to be prudent with our itinerary from here on out.
Good call. We're gonna be pressed for time no matter what. So let's try to get our agenda mapped out by the end of the night. Do we even have a lead to go off of? That's the question. Has the guild caught on to anything?
In a manner of speaking. We've received word that the remnants of those anti-immigration terrorists, the True Grievance Brigade, are mobilizing. Let me scooch up a bit, can't see the text. They were the ones who hid out in Aramis. Wow, that's some pretty alarming news.
Yeah, might pay to poke around about that. That said, we've got another possible lead. A letter came in while we were out.
Really? Who from?
My master, if you can believe it.
Bearguard, finally? Here at the fucking halfway point? A letter from Bearguard? The timing's uncanny. Makes me curious what the old fogey has to say.
So, what do you write? Let me read it out loud for you. To Van and the rest of the Arkwright Solutions, I hope this message finds you all well. It has come to my knowledge, albeit only in bits and pieces, that a number of peculiar incidents have recently transpired in the Republic. Unfortunately, due to extenuating circumstances, I will be unable to visit in person. Nonetheless, I am compelled to put my concerns to paper.
He's not fucking here? Where's my man? Where's Grandpa?
It would seem these convoluted events are occurring in quick succession, but while the situation may appear chaotic, there is undoubtedly an overarching narrative at play. However, it cannot be found by scrutinizing each individual element. Instead, you must step back and adopt a broader perspective. In chess, one must watch not the pieces, but the board. So too should you make another effort to see the big picture. If I notice anything myself, I will have my disciples inform you. Know that I have every confidence in your ability to overcome this. Till next we meet, Bearguard Zeman.
Damn, Gramps, his advice is so spot on, you'd think he was spying on us. It's impressive to say the least, and he makes a fair point about seeing the bigger picture. Things have definitely been in a jumble since Nemeth Island. We left a lot unsolved. Taking the time to reassess it all might lead us to an epiphany. Not just in regards to our enemy's motives, but with what happened to Ashin today too. I think it'd be well worth the effort. So what's our plan for tomorrow then? Our options are either investigate the remnants of the True Grievance Brigade, or follow Mr. Zeman's suggestion and review the mysteries that have arisen this far.
Let's see.
Well, the Grievance Brigade seems kind of big. But having more perspective might be good for the brigade. If I had to pick, let's try and get Grandpa back as soon as possible.
I say we go with Master Bearguard's advice.
Sounds like a plan.
Great, let's pack it in for tonight. We got a busy day in store.
Was that like a route choice though? 12:09, 8 a.m. Well, we getting the fancy camera angle for the start there too.
Alright, time to get this workday started. Like we decided last night, we're gonna be looking into all the mysteries we left unsolved.
Why does it look like no one's moved all night? The incident at Nemeth Island yesterday was running with Ashin. We need to start making some sense of things.
First on the list are the fake Grendel, the phony fairy, and the dude lording himself up as the garden master. They won't show their hand so easily, but chances are they're slinking around behind the scenes.
Indeed. We also know that the Society's Oathbreaker is cooperating with them, apart from that. Perhaps we can look into the twin assassins from the gardens as well. Those kids, huh? Whatever their history, they're bound to come into the picture again. Then there's Swin and Nadia. I wonder if they're okay. We couldn't pick up either of their tracks yesterday.
Yeah, and the only lead we turned out to be a ruse.
This makes 6 days since Swin left. Another thing that worries me is the way those two have drifted apart. Yes.
Our next conundrum are the mail we received from C and the situation with the Martian Garden.
Quite right. The latter also played a part in Miss Liu's rewrite, though the particulars escape us. Maribel informed me that they would investigate the matter after I inquired about it last night.
Jeez, that's more mysteries than I thought. We got enough to fill a few books.
Is it always like this? I'd call it par for the course at Arkwright Solutions. But we can't just ignore these things.
Yeah, at the least we gotta take a few shots in the dark. For now, let's give the town a once-over. We can check whatever sticks out and handle any forced brigands on the way.
Right. On with our daily operations then. The housekeeping has returned! Hey there, Arkwright. Hermes here. Long time no see. I finally got my moonlighting out of the way, so the courier business is back up and running again. Give me a call if you ever need anything. I'll make the drop in no time flat. Yeah, true. We did get a Genesis, so that was kind of big. Order delivery is now available.
You said Mirabelle was looking into the Marhian Garden, right? Any luck on that end?
Knowing her, she'll have already come across something of note. Shall we contact her? Are we getting another floor? Howdy, Reset. Same to you, Arkwright Solutions. What's shaking, besides that walking blade hazard you added to your crew, I mean?
Wanted to check in on the Marhian Garden. First off, how much do you already know about what's happening?
Whoa now, way to put a girl on the hot seat. Guess there's no point keeping it down on the down low though. I know I said we lost control of the place after it got hijacked, but that doesn't mean Marduk hasn't been monitoring the sitch around the clock. And actually, after analyzing yesterday's data...
Don't tell me you noticed something screwy.
Look at you, Mr. Smarty Pants. A pattern of abnormal system operations like none we've observed before took place yesterday. As for how and why it happened, well, you can search me. The only thing we could suss out was that it had accessed geographical data from the Longlight area. So we were right. The garden systems were involved. That's all the hush-hush I can share. Sounds like it was enough for you to figure something out though, huh?
Few somethings, thanks to you.
Glad to hear. Looking forward to you getting us back in the driver's seat, man.
Yeah, well, wouldn't get your hopes up just yet. Got a feeling settling this whole thing is gonna be a hell of a time for us.
Don't know what that means, but let's just call it a you problem. So long for now. Be seeing you again soon, Reset. Indeed. Take care, Mirabelle.
Well, that confirms what I've been suspecting for a while. The Garden Master really is the one hijacking the Marhian Garden.
I can still remember my shock when the space around us morphed into the Longlight Pubu. It may well be that the Grendel Zolga's powers utilize the garden systems as a foundation. In doing so, reality itself is corroded. I never even knew that was possible. It's like the power of the Genesis was somehow employed as well. If you follow that train of thought, the Garden Master didn't steal the Genesis just to rewrite people's perceptions, but for something much bigger.
Well, we'll just have to put it on the back burner for now. The takeaway here is that this probably won't be the last time reality gets corroded. Keep that in mind while we're on about.
Also, Agnes's little, waist bag. There's something in there. It's shaking. She got a little guy, a little hamster. The ones that die of the most unfortunate circumstances. Alright, let's see. Wasn't today the day of the race?
And now, a news break. Hope you're having a good one, listeners. Today's news briefing comes to us straight from the Tyrell Times. The Verne Company has reported that the T-Phone, which launched earlier this year, has surpassed a 10% usage rate among the population of Edith. These numbers, which greatly exceeded initial projections, have paved the way for discussions with the government on orbital network expansion. And now, we bring you the weather. How's it looking for us?
Here are the latest forecasts for regions throughout the Republic. Edith is in for unfavorably snowy conditions.
Oh my gosh, I was about to say, I kind of wish it snowed.
Expected to pick up by evening. Starting tomorrow, we should experience a rise in temperature, with certain areas of the South seeing cloves blooming as early as next weekend.
Thanks for the update. Here we are with the latest in traffic.
Yes, these are the most recent reports on the road, courtesy of the Calvard Roadway Information Center.
Although snow is kind of terrible for bitrate, isn't it?
All roads in Edith, including the expressway, have slowed to a crawl due to overcrowding caused by the Z1 Grand Prix. We'll keep you posted on the situation as we receive further updates from transportation authorities. To those out and about, stay safe.
That's all we have for now.
Alright. And anything new in the garden? No new floor. Any new things in the Mystic Cube? We had 39,000 shards.
Like you gathered some tokens, huh?
Yeah, 39,000.
Huh. That's a pretty big haul.
Yeah, we're still lacking for things here. Yeah, keep the shards until the level 3 quartz are out. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. What's going on with Renee? He has 42 skill stones. We just need to get him to 51. There's such a level disparity. Oh my god, the two Grossritter, level 35 and 51. I need to like training arc these two. Okay, nothing new there. Didn't I buy like a recipe somewhere?
Well, if it isn't our delinquent tenant, your gang gets bigger every time I see you. Yeah, well, it's not like I asked for it.
I apologize for any commotion. And I'm sorry I didn't stop here for breakfast. Just got a load of that aroma.
Catch me in a good mood and maybe I'll treat you. By the by, didn't y'all get invited to the Z1 Grand Prix? Yeah, well, that Comet clown sent us 3 tickets. And Yume here said she just had to see it.
That's right, we'll be closing up shop as soon as the morning crowd is gone. So if you'd like to order something, now's the time.
Duly noted. I'd have nabbed a seat in the stands too if things weren't the way they were. But hey, don't let that stop you folks from enjoying yourselves. Oh, we plan on it, believe you me. Wouldn't be worth the lost business otherwise.
You take care out there, everyone. See you later.
Oh, what would you like?
Hamburger steak?
Don't mind if I do.
Do your best out there, okay?
What's on the menu? He's seeing you.
Okay, let's talk with everyone here.
We'll be closing up shop soon, so we can head to the race. Are you all on a job right now? There are a few more of you than usual today. Well, if anyone's hungry, we're still taking orders for the moment. Let me know if there's something you'd like. I'm really looking forward to the finals today, but do you think Maxim will be okay? What if he gets a tummy ache because he's so nervous?
I'm sure he'll be fine. Not like it's his first time on the circuits.
True, but it's the first time I'll have Paulette and Yume watching him in the finals.
Yeah, it'd be pretty funny if he beat it. Don't you think?
Yeah, I'm with Aaron. I think it'd be pretty funny. Also, let me do something about those double sunglasses. We might have to take these off of them. We can give him some else, though. Can we give him something else? I don't know about the hairpin. We got the casual backpack. The bear. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything I'd add to him. It's already peak costume.
I was just about to close up shop so we could start heading to the circuit. Yume said she wanted to see the race, so I guess we've got no choice, really. At least I'll get to keep an eye on Paulette and that scoundrel. Speaking of which, can you believe he actually had enough sense to set aside 3 tickets for us? Guess I gotta hand it to him for that. Sounds like you've got it rough. What's rough about it? I just want to watch a race with my family, that's all. Whatever, like I said, we're closing up shop. If you got any more orders you need to make, do it now or not at all. I wanted to finish a few errands before the race. That's the whole reason I was trying to head out early. So if you want to order, you better do it quickly.
Well, there were a couple of things I had my eyes on.
Seriously hungry right now?
They should do a collab cafe for Montmartre. You know how like Final Fantasy has like the Final Fantasy cafe in Japan? Falcom should invest in like a pop-up Trails restaurant of Montmartre or something. Have they done that? I feel like they could.
I'm super out of it lately. I can't even remember what I just read. My, are you that worried about Harry? You should just have gone with him to the Grand Circuit. Do you got beard papas close by? Beard papas? What is a beard papas? Is that a Canadian thing? Mom, I told you I'm fine. It's just that Harry had a really sad look on his face this morning. I mean, he's usually so energetic all the time. Oh, is that right? I wonder when she'll start to realize. It's always the people right under our nose, isn't it? I suppose it couldn't hurt to give a few hints every now and then. Harry's been staying with us for a little while, but he had a really sad look on his face this morning. Kind of threw me off, honestly. I thought maybe it'd make me feel better if I spent some time with my mom, but... She denies it every chance she gets, but Sheena's always keeping an eye on Harry. Beard Papas is American. Oh, what the heck? Okay, I've never heard of it before. Beard Papas. Cream Puff store chain. Oh. I have never heard of this place. I've never thought about like cream puff stores. Japanese cream puffs? 550 stores in 14 countries? I do have a couple of Beard Papas around. Wouldn't you know? Oh, they're doing a ZZZ collab. Huh. Oh, they do a lot of collabs. I'm seeing stuff for like Mashal too. ZZZ, where's one near you? I'd have to know, but I mean, it is in America. So I can tell you that I at least have them in California. Although, not very close. I would have to either go into the city. Oh, let me see. Oh, you know what? There is kind of one that is near... Huh. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, I have an idea of where I can go one day. Neat. Thanks for putting this on my radar. They're all closed down here in Canada, so I'm sad. No! That's tragic. It's kind of like how we lost all of our mom's chicken. It was mom's chicken, right? What was it called again? Korean? Mom's Touch. We lost all of our Mom's Touch a while ago. Mom's Touch was really good. They did a Blue Archive collab. Okay, well, I'll definitely keep Beard Papas in mind. That sounds really good. Thanks for the rec. You see 3 locations permanently closed in the area, but you still see 2 open. Jesse, we gotta get into franchising. We gotta do it! What the fuck are you talking about? She can be a little awkward about expressing her feelings, though. I won't be butting in, that's for sure. I can only cheer her on in the meantime.
Indeed.
Yeah, just that they're on the opposite side of the world to you? Yeah, it's kind of like how I'm in the Arby's ecological dead zone. Big Arby's supporter here, even though like they get flamed on the constant. But I really like Arby's, and in order for me to get Arby's, I have to drive like an hour full stop.
More candy? Again?
Oh, no new Terrell Times issue.
Now.
You had another run-in with the police? You're good for nothing. I have enough problems to fix around here. That's why I'm apologizing now. At least I'll have some time before everything hits the fan. And don't call me a good for nothing. Says the woman who's been a con artist for the past 50 years. I'll call you whatever I want, good for nothing.
Oh, is this the one girl?
If you've got a problem with it, then maybe you should try being a law-abiding citizen for once. This little bitty thinks she's so much better than me. You sound so angry.
Pretty sure I've seen that old lady in the Blacklight District before.
That's not surprising. She was caught acting as a ringleader for a group of scammers recently. She seems awfully familiar with Jin. I wonder what their relation is. Really looks like that scolding is getting to her. Yeah, she's the old lady who curses a bunch. She knows Jin? Or Gin? Right after I got out of jail, too. What a pain in the rear. Why does she have to make my life so difficult all the time? What is it? If you want to buy something, make it quick. Can't you see I'm trying to knock some sense into this hoodlum?
Let's get out there and kick some butt.
You know, I can't say I've ever had a cream puff. I'm gonna look up Beard Papas again. I don't think I've ever had a cream puff in my life. Yeah, these look really good. I'm looking at this like honey butter eclair. Maybe with like the chocolate filled eclair, that looks good too. The vanilla, the green tea. Also do fuck with the creme brulee. The creme brulee looks really, really good. What kind of merch do they have like the ZZZ merch or what's up with that? What do I have to do for the ZZZ stuff? Oh, it hasn't happened yet. It's coming. I think. The best ones are the lemon. Yeah, I love me a lemon dessert. I don't see any lemon here though. Original chocolate, green tea, Oreo, ube, s'more, strawberry, and honey butter. That s'more looks really good. What did I miss? What about lemons? I was looking to see if they had lemon cream puffs. But that might have been a regional thing maybe? Or maybe it's seasonal. Are lemons a seasonal fruit? Lemon growing season. Spring and through summer and fall. So that's like every season besides winter, but pretty much nothing grows in winter. Damn, now you got me hungry for like a sweet treat. But it's a little late for that. I've got a really bad feeling about today. For someone like me, someone who's mastered the shadow martial arts, to feel such a chill down her spine. Actually, I think the chill you're feeling is because it's cold outside. You might just be right about that. Please remember to take proper precautions in cold weather. Oh, thank you. I'll be sure to. You know, now that I think about it, maybe I didn't actually master the shadow martial arts after all. Yeah, maybe keep the bragging to the realm of possibility, alright? You've got a lot of sprightly old people around here, huh? I did have a bad premonition, though. Or maybe it was all my imagination. Ah, well, I hope this snow stops falling soon. Oh, we can take a bath with Shizuna.
Should I care for some flowers?
I'm on my way.
Sure is getting colder.
Don't be such a stick in the mud.
Welcome. It's kind of chilly out today, don't you think? Take the time to warm yourselves up. By the way, Anya's not here right now. She went out with a friend of hers. I think her name was Kisara. Oh, Kisara. That's the graffiti artist. Or the normal artist now. They seem to get along pretty well. I'm sure they'll have plenty of fun.
Heading in?
How come they didn't give Anya's mom a name?
That's the stuff.
Where's Shizuna?
Don't you think it's a little too steamy in here?
And Gatra gets his own cutscene.
That really hit the spot.
You look nice and
That sure
refreshed.
felt good. I've never been to a northern-style bathhouse before.
It's a genuine Remetherian one. In case you were wondering, the Loyally uses heat from very specific sauna stones that can...
And there he goes.
You know, why do they have an indoor section for this place? You know, I don't think they've ever let me step through these doors. There's like a layout on the map, but is there actually anything on the other side of this door? Because not once have they let us walk through here. But like, I can see the layout. Like, you probably got like, this is probably the room to like put your clothes away. The room after that is probably to like, I don't know, bathe. And then the one in the middle has got to be like the sauna.
Don't be such a stick in the mud.
Hey, it's Huck. Think maybe you could do me a favor. So there's this little girl in Old Town. Sharp as ever, huh? You got it in one. Yeah, go ahead and bring the pamphlets. I'm not too sure how she'll take it, to be honest. Oh, he's setting up an opportunity for Kisara, I think. Huck really liked the art. Curtis, could this be?
That's a letter from Aramis Academy. Did they finally come to a decision? Oh, wait a sec, I'll check. On behalf of Aramis Academy's Admissions Bureau, it is our pleasure to welcome you among our student body.
Yeah!
I did it, Mom, Dad. I really did it. Congratulations, Curtis. All your hard work has finally paid off. I'm so proud of you.
Well done, Curtis. I suppose this is the result of that stalwart resilience of yours, my boy. You should be proud.
I don't think I've ever seen you two so emotional before. But thank you. I'm so relieved.
Well, looks like you finally made it in.
Wow, you must have worked pretty hard to get in, huh?
But doesn't that mean...
He'll be my junior come April. That'll be right before the start of the festival, too. I'm sure he'll manage to enjoy himself.
We will be seeing Curtis around the campus.
Ah, that Aramis exam was so long. Is it really over? It'll probably be a while before it sinks in. I think I might actually start crying. I did it. Did you hear that? My son made it into Aramis. We need to tell everyone in Old Town. Now, and Edith. Mom, you're embarrassing me.
I've been telling Curtis to do what he feels is best for himself lately, but honestly, I'm relieved to hear he chose Aramis. I'm so proud of you, Curtis. Well done.
We love to see the family glow up.
Thank you all
All
for
right,
stopping by.
the moment I've been dreading. If I open up the quick travel map, how many green marks am I going to see? How many zones can I explore? Oh god. Oh, that's so much housekeeping. They need to get like Van in a maid outfit.
Goddess of the sky is always watching over us.
Surely not as bad as the beach episode housekeeping. Yeah, the beach episode housekeeping was pretty huge. I think one of the things that made the the beach housekeeping a little more bearable for me in my brain is that it was all one zone. You know what I mean? And when I look at this, I'm like, oh damn, there's people to talk to in every single one of these districts. Yeah, the vibes are pretty good too. True. Until it wasn't. We welcomed the new neighbor in Old Town recently. She's still quite young, but her art's magnificent. Kisara, okay. I wonder if she's avoiding me. Maybe I offended her somehow. She can't hide from me forever. I heard Aramis was sending out their entrance exam results today. It's all Curtis has been talking about lately. I really hope he makes it in. He has. I'll have you know. Glad to hear Bishop Orwell is in good health. I have the duty to the people of Old Town, after all. Father Watson is currently acting as Bishop Orr, as well as advisor of Edith Grand Cathedral. Okay. So he's just trying to, like, poach? How is... Oh, where's Bochi? Where is the Bochi engineer? Did you hear? Rebecca left our house for the first time in over 10 years. She took Kisara out on a tour of the capital. I can't help but be a little worried though. What if she has a panic attack and faints? Maybe I should focus on something else for now.
Rebecca went out? Damn, no wonder it's snowing.
Van, but I guess it's a little surprising. We should check up on her if we manage to cross paths. Oh, and Papa's just hanging around home now too.
Hey, welcome. How may we be of service today? I'm still getting back in the groove of things. It's been a while since I've watched the shop after all. But it's nice to see how much Chris has grown in my absence. I hope Rebecca and Kisara have some fun today.
Allow me to assist.
Marielle likes a pen. I'll buy a wrench.
Hope to see you again. Allow me to assist. Hope to see you again.
Oh, I must have missed something.
Allow me to assist.
Is that a trade? Oh! Oh, look at that! We can finally start trading up to the EP3s and stuff. Good for us. I have so many mine to use. U materials though, yeah. I mean, 151 is not bad. Like, I don't need too many. Like, I theoretically only need like one more for reset here. 2 for Katra and reset. Also 2 for Katra and reset. 2 more for Katra and reset. Honestly, they're my go-tos, like, no matter what happens, right?
Hope to see you again.
I'm kind of funneling all my resources into these two. They are my casters, my damage dealers, my goats.
Skills changed.
What can I move from here? EP3. EP2. 40, 60. Gosh, what do I move from here? I need this to stay as Arc Feather. Wow, we really have a ton of shit here for reset. Art, like, she doesn't need this, I think. Seraphic Force is nice, but in a perfect world, she's just never gonna die. Let's go ahead and throw cast 3 here.
Skills changed.
Is there a hard limit on the cast cap? Because right now we're at 40, 80, we're at 100%. Wouldn't that mean like instant casting? Okay, action 3 is a big boost. Yeah, cast is 1 maybe. Cast time is 1 maybe. Oh, right.
If it's me,
I'll gladly take the reins.
Okay, so let's put cast 3 here. So that's 60. Replace this with 3. How many EP? How come we're not running more EP cuts on Katra here? Oh, we are. 2 and 3 here.
Activating maintenance mode.
I'll gladly take the reins.
Were those the only ones I made? Oh, mine 3. Damn.
Skills updated.
Katra's got big ATS. 512.
Activating maintenance mode.
That's almost a full 100 over reset.
I'll gladly take the
But
reins.
reset's got so much speed.
Activating maintenance mode.
Okay.
Yeah, because of the hollow core, yeah.
These numbers switch greatly.
Monmar is so
Okay.
relaxing.
Discussions with the government.
Well, good to know we can start making those level 3s, even though we can't, like, get them from the Market Garden. Because what else do I, like, realistically
Modifying
need?
your orb vent, are you?
Like for Van, maybe I remove the 2. Throw on red hair.
Shard skills updated.
And move this here. I'm good with that.
Listeners.
All right, Riverside, you're up next. How's Bermati doing? How's the Selma and the Dense Guys arc going? Oh, there's like no one here. I can replace Revade with HP for the red hair. Oh yeah.
Shifting to maintenance mode.
True, because we want to be getting hit. But I mean, I feel like Van still gets hit. So this is still kind of worth having around. For like a big fight, it's like important for him to be able to get back into the Grendel real quick. Might not be the most optimized, but I don't have anyone else who like health tanks.
Briefing comes to us straight.
Today's a race. Got something on your mind? Maybe it's all the snow. Maybe it won't be enough to stop the competition. If the tarmac gets wet, it'll get slippery. Not even to mention the temperature of the tires drop. But the drivers and their pit crew have to be on their A game today. Jennifer won't stop talking about the race. It's snowing. Let's have a snowball fight, Rooney. What? Is there even enough snow for that? And don't jump into the street like that, Ariel. I know. Sheesh, you're such a soiled sport sometimes. You know, I think I saw Lashkar the other day, but I thought he moved. Maybe he came back? I can't wait to play with him again. Ariel was born and raised in Calvard, so she's definitely seen snow before. But every time it's in this forecast, she still gets all excited. Of course I do. Snow is so much fun. Doesn't matter if you've seen it before or not. Don't you love it too, Rooney? I guess so. I wish I could see snow, but not deal with the aftermath. I would not like to have to worry about like salting the driveway and like clearing shit out. Snow only for the vibes. Ariel can be a little naive sometimes, but she's actually pretty mature for a child. That's right. I think we should finally be finished with what we were planning for. I'd like Ariel to participate if she can. I'm hoping it'll help stir up some interest in her studies.
Praise be to Arusha.
Here's Lashkar. Father Monster, Mother Kira, Lashkar, please, there's nothing to feel sorry for. I agree. We should have noticed that you were in distress. So you can relax now, alright? Everything will be okay. Lashkar, it sounds like you wanted to let the temple know what happened. Yeah. I heard the whole story. Surprised nobody needed my input, though. They're still running. I already signed up for the marathon with Lodi. There's no going back now. I have to keep pushing forward. Why does my heart feel like it's going to beat right out of my chest?
Very well.
You know how there's a marathon in the capital every May? I just turned in my application for it. I'm not exactly a pro at running or anything, but as long as I'm with Selma, I'm sure it'll all work out. Although I guess it's nothing more than a hunch, really. You dense motherfucker, you. Is Bermati's open? It is.
My stall has the best dishes around.
You know, I told Prima I'd only sell her tacos for one day only. Didn't expect it to get so cold out. If it wasn't for that, I'm sure I would have won our bet. Still, this ultra spicy taco version is selling like hotcakes. Guess I should add it to the menu for good. Can I buy the ultra spicy taco?
My dishes
Oh, we
are
already did.
simply to die for.
I don't know if we have too many arts up though. We'll buy 30.
I look forward to seeing you again.
Looks like my predictions were correct. The people really were craving spice. And it was our super spicy Mapo taco that won their hearts. But Gordon's luxury taco idea might be a winner too. I'll start looking into making them as soon as I can. So I have learned something new about Azure Lane Commander. Supposedly Illustrious is canonically married to us and is supposed to be the first wife. The first wife? Perfect for a day like this. Why don't you go ahead and try one? We developed a unique flavoring.
Van, darling,
Oh, Sarnchina. Oh, hey everyone, what are you up to?
Looks like you two have made fast friends with Bermati.
Yes, we did. He actually managed to help us a lot during last year's film festival. We didn't have much of a chance to talk then, so he invited us to chat. That's right, we were actually just on our way back from visiting the nearby temple. But we figured it might be nice to stop in while we were still in the area.
Well, it certainly has been a pleasure to see you both again. Well, that reminds me, I saw the saga of Ravana and the adventures of Rockford. Your film portfolio is coming along rather swimmingly, isn't it?
Yeah, you guys have basically made it to the big leagues. We sure have, and we're working really hard to do it too. I kind of had to force the crew to do a lot of retakes though. Makes me feel a bit bad for the other actors. Me too. Honestly, they all seem much more skilled than we were. I really had to reckon with the fact that we're still beginners in the entertainment world. Oh, don't worry, nobody starts out as an expert after all. Besides, you guys still have a sizable amount of experience under your belt. You've made it this far for a reason. And don't forget, we still have to perform together sometime. Keep your chin up. Thank you, Judith. I'll make sure we work till we drop.
Oh, to be young again. Well, glad to see you two are doing well.
We'll be touring the capital after all afternoon, and in the evening we'll have a performance. Honestly, I think I'd enjoy myself more if the snow stopped. The reporter said it should be easing up a little soon. It's just a little colder than I thought it'd be.
Those two are so passionate all the time. It really makes me want to root for them. Oh, and I'm sorry about what happened yesterday. I'm assuming the information I gave was what put you in danger, right? I should have known it wasn't real. To have let something like that happen to you all, I'm a failure of an information broker, aren't I?
Ramadi.
There was no getting around it, really. They were just more prepared than we were. Plus, we managed to get her back in the end, didn't we? Sounds like a win in my book. Yeah, it's just as much our fault as we didn't catch on soon enough. Seriously, don't worry, Bermati. Thank you. I'll make sure to learn from this failure. I won't let them tarnish my reputation again. But to think they'd even be able to take advantage of Heiwa and Ikaruga. They're certainly a foe to be reckoned with. I suppose I should stay on guard for now, then.
Let us know as soon as you find anything.
Of course. Make sure you all stay safe out there.
And Shahina? There really weren't that many places to sightsee near our hotel. I thought we'd be practically everywhere in the capital already, but there's still so much we're missing out on. If you got any recommendations, let us know. Actually, why don't you just come along with us? Yeah, I'll let you know as soon as we have some free time.
Indeed.
Okay, I mean, maybe with everyone being at the it's not going to be too bad doing like the housekeeping here. So we have Connect events too, not just Mario.
Wow! Thank you so much.
Van's defense up. We'll work down.
Let's be on our way.
Housekeeping in Act 3 kept you motivated. Just to confirm, you're saying you want to promote me?
That's correct. You provided the company with plenty of results lately, and the board even has given you top scores in your performance review. So how is it, Melise?
Yes, of course I accept. I'll make sure to give it my all. Yes, with more money in my pocket, I'll be able to travel as much as I want. Yeah, she's been really on that rise and grind this whole, past 2 games. Now I can go on all the trips I want, maybe even get the company to pay for them.
I wonder if business will be better this year.
Rosie, no way I can trust the police or the guild with something that's important. Now, if only I could get the Spriggan to take up my request.
Oh.
Sounds like she's got a job for you, Van.
Guess it's been a while since I checked the bulletin boards. Let's go take a look.
Sure, why don't we take a look?
What do we have here?
The Mishi Misadventure. Are you aware that Mishi's revamped design has been rather controversial amongst his fan base? Apparently some fans have even been plotting something nefarious to show how much they hate it. But whatever their plans are, we can't let them get away with it for Mishi's sake. Please help us stop them. I'll be waiting for in the rest area on Station Street. They're trying to hurt Mishi? That's too far.
Let's see what we got.
Okay, all the 4 Spriggans are already grabbed. Jacobin's getting it. Let's go.
Freeze, we have a warrant out for your arrest. If you have anything to say for yourself, we'll hear you out at the station. Hey, what are you doing? Let me go. I was only trying to awaken the citizens of Calvard to the evils of... Whatever, pal. Maybe you should focus on not being a public nuisance for once. Anyways, you're coming with me. Damn you, government dog. Don't you understand? Are you deaf to the cries of your ancestors? Those immigrants have stolen everything from us. You're just using free speech as an excuse to say whatever you want. Well, if you're so innocent, you'll have no problem coming downtown with us.
We know he's not innocent. He was doing some crazy ass shit in Russian.
However, consider this.
Let the police get his
And
ass.
soar above the court, and blaze a trail for those who follow.
I'm so proud of you working all by yourself today, Myrna. I had fun. Did something happen? It's a secret?
Embarked on a journey to reclaim what was rightfully ours.
Yeah, because she was having trouble going to school by herself for a little bit. All the lessons at Sunday school are too hard. I just don't get them. I don't want to go anymore, but maybe. Oh. I wonder what's changed her mind.
A story of blood-stained earth.
Heading to Z1 finals after this. Aslan. I mean, Maxim's cool, but I don't think he's getting... Don't you think he's getting kind of old? Maxim's getting old? Wait, how old is Maxim? I'm about to fucking turn into Ash. Maxim... something. Daybreak. Was it Maxim Lugan? Can we get an age check? He's 31. I'm not that far from that. Kill me now. Says the girl who called the president sexy last year. And Grandma, it's a totally different story. Just one more company for the day. I think it's over in the Satan district. Mark my words. I will get there on time. I swear it. It hurts knowing the truth of age. It sure does.
Seek out never-before-seen treasures as the curtain unfolds on an all-new adventure. The Adventures of Rob.
Is Carlo okay? He's been awfully worried about Johan lately. I wonder why. Seems Johan's planning to move forward with the new business venture. He didn't even talk to me about it first. There's a lot I don't quite understand, but he's pouring his all into it lately. As for Yoda, I can't imagine this place running without him. May not seem like it, but Johan's always made sure to take care of Yoda, even through business developments or the procurement of supplies. I need to convince him to focus on the store for now. I have to.
I can handle any maintenance.
Oh, hey, we can use our... We can buy level 3! Does that mean we all... Oh, we do have these now. Catra's gonna go nuts! Dawnstar verse. Aurora verse. Misty verse. I'll actually buy a lot more action 3s. Kill die, yeah. Some more cast. Blind 2 would be nice. Yeah, that's good. I'm sure that's like all I'll need. Hit 3 would be good. Maybe some mute 2s. 3 Auroras. 3 Misties. 3 Fears. Impede is good. Couple more Mines. Maybe a few more EP3s here. That's pretty good. We're making use of all of our courts, finally. Yeah, we benefit big from attack 3. Breaks, not as much. I don't think we need any more evades. Vanna's like the permanent tank forever. Couple more strike 3s. Alright, I think I got everything I need.
I can handle any maintenance.
Any new plugins? Nope.
Glad I was able to help you out.
What would you like?
Chat Noir.
Please stop by again sometime.
I'm gonna have a lot of orb management to do later. Not now. Huh, I don't think I've ever seen this guy. Sir Vincent? He looks kinda Erebonian with that coat. Thought I left my wife to one of the trusted contacts in Edith. Surely she's been experiencing the more sophisticated amenities that he has to offer. Word from my wife is that you sent gallivanting about to see those silly idol girls. I'm sure we can find a more proper way of spending our time. Suddenly deciding to take a tour of the capital. What's my wife thinking? I will keep an eye out of anything improper. He a little bit helicopter, a little toxic. I'm sure my husband would be fascinated by it too if he only wasn't so stubborn.
Always happy to visit my favorite Orbital Cafe.
I'll be attending Basel Institute of Science, okay. Can't believe you were brave enough to talk to me when I was practically manic half the time. Getting into the Institute is only the beginning, now comes the real work. I hope they let us go to Basel again. Basel was like a really cool city, I liked Basel. Elijah actually used to come to my house, study occasionally. He's been interested in attending my alma mater for a while now.
What can I get for you? Hope it's to your satisfaction.
Please at least consider my offer.
Sounds like you're about done with the paper. I'll look forward to reading it. You're the one who opened my eyes to these fields in the first place. They're holding a symposium tomorrow and Professor Hamilton is said to be in attendance. Oh! Apparently it's being sponsored by an NGO as well. They mean to open discussion on the environmental issues happening in the East. I was also asked to speak tomorrow. My segment will explain how urbanization has affected our natural surroundings. Okay. Yeah, I mean, they have mentioned that Hamilton has been, like, pretty focused on, like, the desertification stuff. There's no way I'm missing out on this. I'm a student of the Institute after all. Plain to see that he put civil engineering studies to good use. Okay. Suppose he just had to work doubly hard to match his brilliance. Oh, he's got a lot to say. Truly is a fine cafe. I wonder if urban engineering was taken into account. Did we miss someone? I feel like we missed someone up here. No, I guess not.
A story of blood-stained Earth, and of how a young band of soldiers managed to survive.
Wonder if they still got Pocket Circuit going on upstairs.
Maybe I should pick up a souvenir
Emma.
or two.
T-Phone's been under quite a lot of scrutiny in Orid. Get any more nostalgic and you turn into an old lady.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. If you need fresh
Should be able to visit the Republic more often now. Orid changed as well, and as a merchant I have to go with the flow.
From farmers, look no further than Holden Groceries.
Orid and the Republic are on friendlier terms. Orid's my homeland after all.
We invite everyone to come
Let me
and
know.
see for
Please
yourselves.
come back anytime.
What's going on with these two? Why is Beth in like a fighting stance? Wanted to talk to you about something. Marguerite, what do you want? Been having some difficulties lately, but I have a feeling I've given you the wrong impression about what marriage should really be like. I like to sit down and talk it over a bit more. I don't want to give up, end up chasing after something you regret. Right, she was like thinking about like, oh, I should get married. Guess I never really understood what Marguerite was saying, but she still found it hard to forgive me.
Thank you for visiting the Weston Department Store.
Beth's only thought my marriage was happy because of my husband's wealth.
Our stores have a wide variety of fine goods for sale.
Heard you guys were able to put an end to the problems with Heiyue. Got a feeling things are about to get pretty interesting.
With us.
Mesodum's branch of the Zekdoms was only destroyed because of your help. Lost a good amount of research. I'd be more worried about retaliation if I were you. Yeah, I mean, the professor for Zect Arms is still kind of being a weirdo. Rosalie? Still getting snow being in March already. It's a good idea to restock our gloves and scarves. Feel free to take a look.
Welcome! Thank you for coming!
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. If you need fresh vegetables and ingredients that are directly sourced from farmers,
These don't
look
seem too
no
bad.
further than Holden
Please
Groceries.
stop by again!
We invite everyone.
Wow, we're so high up.
Oh, Tossin. Bro is going through it.
It's awfully overcast today, and I suppose it rather matches my mood. Oh, it's you all again. It's a bit strange that we keep running into each other, don't you think? I was just in the capital to find some work. Unfortunately, there's little out there that's appealing. Back when I was still CEO, I thought I had the hardest job of all. But in hindsight, I think the days when I was buried under paperwork were some of my happiest. Sounds like Tossin's only gotten more depressed since Nemeth Island. Yeah, it's kind of hard to watch. He's just some sad old guy now. Well, we don't have much of a reason to lend him a hand, but I guess I don't mind keeping an eye on him.
Alrighty.
Those days seem so far away now. Perhaps the Vern Company was where I truly belonged.
Tossin going through it in the background. Administrator Wesley.
Those are the plans for tomorrow's events. Okay.
Only reason they're lying that is because they don't view us as a threat, but we can show them we're worthy competitors of the business. Yeah, he was walking around inside the Treon Mall a while ago. Oh, Brazelia and Brenda? Who's Brenda? Is that like her mom? Is that so? Sounds like you've been working pretty hard lately. Setting such lofty goals isn't something most can do at your age, you know, I'm impressed. I appreciate the compliment, but I don't really think I'm all that special, honestly. You see, I wasn't very understanding of my father in the past, but Eddie's helped me see things in a whole new light. I don't think I could have made it this far without him. Oh, Brenda is the fucking, okay. That's Eddie's mom, okay. I haven't heard such high praise from my son. Hope you and Eddie remain friends far into the future. And just between you and me, I think you've had quite the influence on Eddie as well. You think so? Oh, they are deep in there. If Brazelia is out here just hanging out with Eddie's mom by themselves. Brenda's so kind. I'm glad we had a chance to talk. She has all kinds of stories to tell about Eddie, and it's so fascinating to learn how she manages her store. If only we had more time together. Should I maybe invite her over for tea? I wanted to take some time to talk to Brazelia today. That's why I left Eddie in charge of the shop. I think it's been worth it though. I can't help imagining what life would be like if Brazelia was my daughter. It's not too late. Get married. Alright, we'll check out over here and then we'll go do that for Spriggan.
Hey, look who's here. How's it going? We're just out doing some stuff gathering information. And since nothing big's popped up yet, I guess the answer to that ain't going too well.
We were curious if there's been any updates since I dropped by this morning. You seem to be deep in conversation though. Did something happen? The juicier the better.
Well, I wouldn't call it the most helpful intel, but... Wait, since when was the Ikaruga second-in-command mixed in with you guys? I almost let that pass right by me.
Oh, that's just the shinobi technique I'm trying out. It's supposed to make you ignore me completely. Kurogane said it'd be useless though, since I stand out just being here. But hey, if you can give the immovable a jolt, then it's not a total lost cause, right? So it hides you without actually hiding you. Cool.
Straight up, you need a real hobby. We got our reasons for collaborating with her. No need to sweat the details. If we may get back on topic.
Did you learn something new?
Well, ever since the whole mess on Nemeth Island, the guild has been looking after the Oathbreaker again. Not that we actually know where the guy is, but you could say he's been laying low for once.
Laying low? That old coot?
Kinda hard to believe. There are many eyes peeled for any potential backroom activities from him. Even if he were to evade capture, he would surely leave behind some sort of trace. Since we found nothing of the sort, I can only mean he's inactive for the time being.
It may be that he's already accomplished his objective. Either that,
or he was caught by the society and had the tar beat out of him.
Wishful thinking, as nice as it sounds.
Anyways, that brings us to the alliance between the Oathbreaker and that so-called Garden Master. We suspect it was only a temporary thing.
I do remember him saying something like that. Yeah.
Our contract is complete. Your assistance was most appreciated, Oathbreaker. Now kindly leave the stage.
The floor is all yours. What you do from here is none of my concern. So go nuts. I'm curious whether your scheme will play out like you think it will. Should make for an interesting watch.
This definitely lends some weight to those words. Up until Nemeth Island, the two had been collaborating to some extent. So it's likely that the Oathbreaker and the Garden Master are both working towards different goals.
Elaine, caught me up on what happened yesterday. This Garden Master guy's on the move now, huh?
I'm just glad we don't have to face those both those dirtbags at the same time.
That's the one silver lining here.
It stands to reason that he has further plans in the capital, judging from yesterday's events. That whole fiasco felt more like a trial run, if you ask me. This is where things really start to ramp up. You sure know how to make it sound ominous.
In any event, the guild will need to be more vigilant now than ever. We'll do what we can, but it'll only get us so far while those devices are still out there. It's gonna be on you guys to step up to the plate, Arkride. Don't have to tell me twice.
We'll foil the Garden Master's plot and bring Swin and Nadia back, no matter what it takes.
You can always count on the bracers.
Heard about what happened yesterday from Elaine. So, the Garden Master decided to make his move, huh? I don't expect him to be dealt with easily, that's for sure. And if the device is involved, damn, I've really got to do something about this.
Is all he'll say and he does nothing? Din the fraud?
We finished investigating all the evidence on Nemeth Island. It ended up being a joint effort from the CID too. Our headquarters even sent over an S rank to help us with it.
An S rank? Oh? Wait. Who? What S? Who came? Run that back. We finished investigating all the evidence on Nemeth Island and it ended up being a joint effort with the CID too. Our headquarters even sent over an S rank to help with it all. But you can rest assured that Paradise won't be making a comeback anytime soon. Which S ranks do we know that are still with the Bracers, right? Because Cassius left the Bracers. He's like Liberal's like general now. Or something, right? It's a new character? Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like thinking like, who else is an S rank in the Bracers? Like, I couldn't think of a single other person. Cause like, even Estelle and Joshua, aren't they like rank B or something? Zin is a quasi S rank though, true. That's good to know.
Yeah, I doubt there'll be anything left of them with the S rank on their tail. But still, kinda pisses me off that the Oathbreaker was the one that started it all.
Yes, but for the moment, we should focus on the present situation.
Agreed. We'll keep a better eye out from here on. But if you ever have time, just know we always appreciate some good old Spriggan help. The Garden Master is believed to be more of a threat at the moment than the Oathbreaker. But regardless, we do need to be keeping a better eye on things. Should probably be doing more patrols too. But if you ever have time, just know we always appreciate some good old Spriggan help.
You know what I've noticed? We haven't seen Fee come into the story yet. Where's Fee?
I think I'll give it a try.
Fee is supposed to show up in every game after Cold Steel 1.
Seek out never-before-seen treasures as the curtain unfolds.
Wonder if business will be
She left at the start of the game and never came back.
better this year.
Yeah, because Fee was at the start, right? Didn't she, like, help us somewhere? Did we have Fee in this game? Or am I, like, tripping? I feel like she was around for something, right? Like, we saw her in Messeldom?
That's just a rumor, right? Now playing in a theater near you. Take
Is that right?
And soar above the court. And blaze a trail for those who follow.
I don't remember.
Hey,
You the Rosie that issued a Force Brigand? Yeah, only at the start then went back, yeah. We're from Arkwright Solutions. We saw your request.
Oh, you're the ones everyone's talking about. You got here much faster than I thought you would. That's good, because we're running out of time. Running out of time?
They're gonna murder Mishi in cold blood! On stage! An assassination attempt. None which the likes of, like, the assassination on Osborn. That's so. Why don't you start by telling us what's going on then?
Your request made some mention of a Mishi show, I believe. Oh, that reminds me. Isn't there supposed to be some kind of difference between the new Mishi and the old one? Honestly, I can't really tell. Fairy? There is such a big difference. This Mishi's a fucking fraud. But we respect it. Well, why don't I start there? Mishi was born in a theme park in Crossbell, Michelin Wonderland. And because Mishi saw a lot of success after the war, the Valis Investment Bank decided to buy up a lot of their stock. That's how they became Michelin Wonderland's major investors. Valis Investment Bank? They've been pushing the company to expand their market ever since, particularly into the Republic. That's what led to the higher-ups deciding to put Mishi through a whole new redesign. His new features are supposed to appeal to people from the Republic, and the costume apparently is easier to move around in too. So Mishi has gone through like 3 redesigns then, right? Because there was one Mishi before Crossbell got kind of deep in with like Arabonia and stuff like that. And then like the Arabonia update where like I think there was like a difference in the eyebrows or something. And then finally this monstrosity. It seems to allow Mishi to show more expression as well. I'm disappointed they removed the cute little stripes on his body, however. Let me look at my Mishi plushie. Does it have stripes? My Mishi plushie doesn't have stripes. How old is the striped Mishi? Because this is a Cold Steel 3 Mishi. Oh, I never mentioned it, but I went to Little Tokyo a couple of weeks back. And I went to a book off, and I was just looking through a lot of the boxes, and I ended up finding myself a clear folder of Cold Steel 4. I picked it up for like $3. Clear folders is such a weird thing for me though, as like a merch idea. Like, do people have that much paperwork? Like, what's up with the clear folder? And why does like everything virtually have a clear folder merch? Right? When everyone thinks of Mishi, they imagine a small limp face with a plump body. It was peak character design. Valis just completely doesn't understand his charm. They completely got rid of the snuggly feeling you get all. You know what? You're so right, Jeremy. I completely removed myself from the fact that I once was a kid and I might have fucked with having a cool folder. Damn. My brain like strictly went to like, oh damn, like, you know, office work. My fucking accountant pulled out the Trails of Cold Steel 4 folder, which means I'm getting audited. Yeah, the Maxim age is hitting hard. He really is. I see. You're very passionate about this. You seem pretty familiar with Mishi yourself, Elaine.
She sure is. Been a hardcore Mishi fan since her student days.
You don't need to advertise it to the world. Plus, you can't exactly call me hardcore. I'm actually quite behind on Mishi lore these days.
Oh yeah, definitely something a casual fan would say.
A lame blush.
Think what you like. Anyways, I apologize for all my excitement. I'm actually no longer a part of the old Mishi fan group. I recently come to believe that both the new and old Mishi have their positives. Well, I guess that's better than making a fuss over it. I agree, and for what it's worth, Mishi's old design is still rather prominent in Crossbell. Yeah, unfortunately that doesn't mean much to the old Mishi's more radical fans. They're the reason I contacted you all, actually. You see, I've heard a rumor that they intend on interfering with the Mishi show today at the Trion Mall. Well, that's definitely not something we can ignore. Could be dangerous. Yes, however, as for who exactly the person's planning to interfere is, I'm not too sure.
That's why I'm asking for your help. After all, it'd be terrible if the show got interrupted.
I mean, that sounds like a pretty reasonable request, but as I'm sure you're aware, this is a job for somebody like a mall cop, not a spriggan. Although I imagine they'd have a hard time acting on something that's a little more than a rumor.
Was there a particular reason you thought we'd be your best choice? There is. Think about it. If a fan of Mishi's were to have a run-in with the authorities, his reputation would be sure to plummet. Also, I can't help but sympathize with the old Mishi fans. They just really love him is all. I was hoping you guys could help me end things peacefully, that way no one gets hurt, or has their reputation destroyed. I'm about to send that deranged Mishi fan straight to Heioi, and Heioi is gonna send them straight to Gehenna.
So in other words, you want us to stop the target from running the show, and then cover up their tracks?
Well, I can't say I don't understand how you feel. However, if these Mishi fans truly do intend on disrupting the peace... Aw, man. If it said disturbing the peace, I could have done like the Persona 3 thing. I think it'd be best if they were judged lawfully for their actions. If they don't face consequences, they'll only grow bolder.
I guess you're right. Wait a sec, there's only one person trying to interfere, right?
Yes, we may call the Radicals a group, but they're barely even that. Honestly, most of their bad apples work in isolation. And given that a majority of their members think disrupting the Mishi show is going a step too far, it's not hard to see why. It should be relatively simple to trace their movements then. Do you know what their plan involves? I'm sorry, any details I know are pretty vague. You could always hire a Jaeger Corps to deal with them, and depending on how big it is, you could probably send them to wipe out the entire group. Talking about P4 remake, the music in P4 Golden was peak. Wonder how the remake is gonna be. True. I mean, like, P3R was kind of mixed bag, right? For a lot of people, like, there were some tracks a lot of people liked in the original, and like, a lot of tracks that really popped off in like remake. With a smaller core, though, you might be able to have, you might just have to settle for killing the guy in charge. Shizuna's got it. We're gonna murder this man. Don't you think that's going a bit overboard? Well, actually, maybe it's best to be prepared. What if they plan to do something dangerous?
Listen, nobody's planning an armed strike on Michior's fans, got it?
If you say so. Shizuna's so good. I love Shizuna. Anyways, probably won't be able to learn anything concrete unless we start asking around the mall. Should we head over to see what we can find?
Well... Alright, guess we're on the case. I mean, sure, it's a little strange, but kind of feels right up our alley.
Great, thank you so much. You should head over to the Trio Mall as soon as you can. The show should be starting in about an hour. I'm sure the culprit's just waiting for his chance to pounce. We'll do everything we can to find him. Actually, do you mind if I tag along?
Honestly, I've got a feeling this crazy fan of ours already knows your face. You can come with us to the mall, but don't enter until we give you an all clear. Understand?
Yes, sir. Okay, let's get moving.
Let's get this party started.
In 1 hour. We'll go straight there. I kind of want to finish this this Force Brigand before I call it a night. So we will skip over Seidan District for now, so we can go stop Mishi from being assassinated in cold blood. Wow, this place seems pretty busy. There seems to be a lot of parents with children here. They must be waiting for the show.
That might make it harder to search for a culprit. Should we start looking for the guy's hiding place? I think we should find the Mishi show staff first. I know we don't want to alert the police or anything, but we can still give them a heads up. We have to make sure they're ready, just in case we don't get to the culprit in time.
Smart thinking. The staff lead is usually placed in the wings of the stage. Let's head there now.
Right. We gotta save Mishi.
Welcome to the Trion Mall. Here you'll find Trion Tower.
This guy looks like the one in charge. Excuse me, you got a moment? Something I think the Mishi staff would should know. Of course, is there an issue somewhere? Sorry, but we might want to talk about this elsewhere.
Imagine it's the staff member. Alright, was there something I could do for you? We're pretty busy, so if it's not anything important.
We're from Arkwright Solutions. We just received a job from a concerned citizen.
The staff member has arranged for a spotlight to fall right on top of Mishi's head, thereby removing his thread from fate. What do they say in Morrowind? The prophecy has been severed? Like, there is no longer a good future? Morrowind, essential, NPC death. Yeah, what's the phrase? With this character's death, the thread of prophecy is severed. Restore or save game to restore the weave of fate, or persist in the doomed world you've created. That's what will happen if Mishi perishes on this stage on this day. Don't worry about finding the person. We'll take care of that part for you. I just wanted you guys to be aware of the situation. You should be prepared in case we slip up. I see. You know, actually, these radical Mishi fans have been quite the topic amongst the staff, too. We occasionally have some disturbances during our shows, with booing and everything. Most of us have figured that's who it was. But I never thought they'd go so far. Excuse me, if you've experienced these kinds of disturbances before, why haven't you notified the respective authorities? Well, we certainly considered it. But we were worried they might want to start forcibly removing people or refuse entry. Not only would it paint a bigger target on our backs, but it would also ruin the atmosphere of the Mishi show. We figured we could handle it by giving out warnings at the beginning of the performance. If it was me, I'd kick him out faster than they could say Wishi with Mishi. Anyways, what you said is true. We might just have to ramp up security after all. I'll talk to the staff right now and have them prepare for the worst. Thanks, should make our job a little easier. A lone gunshot from the top of the staircase. Mishi has been assassinated. The Empire has declared war. Welcome back, Cold Steel 2. Well, that's one task accomplished. What should we do next? Now we start the hunt. Pretty sure the culprit is somewhere in the mall. Think I even caught their scent earlier. We should try our best to capture him before the show starts. Santa, would you perhaps be spelling those two over there? That woman wandering the main corridor has been acting a little strange. She looks angry. She doesn't really look like she's here to watch the show either. She seems to be handing out some papers. As for the other scent, what about the guy handing out balloons? I don't really think he's doing anything weird though. He put nails in all the balloons that are triggered to pop and release all over Mishi, thereby killing him. No, he isn't, but I can't shake the feeling that he's still suspicious somehow. Sure do have a knack for this, but hey, you're right. I'm sure one of them is the culprit. Sorry for stealing your thunder. Anyways, let's go talk to him and see if we can learn anything. It'd be nice if they gave up as soon as they saw us. Yeah, I've recently been watching another VTuber play through Cold Steel. Yeah, y'all are familiar with Lucille Starlight.
Find Trion Tower, one of Edith's major landmarks.
They just got to Cold Steel 2 today, I
You'll
think.
also find the Vern
So I've
store,
kind of been
a
like
movie theater,
re-experiencing
boutiques, and other various shops
Cold
with
Steel
grace.
1 and 2 through them, which is a lot of fun. So I recently saw that like
Visit the new
that crow
Liberal
assassination
Boutique,
from
which
Cold Steel
just
1 again, and I was like,
opened this year,
damn.
To sample a range of imported
It's
goods
kind of
from
hard.
the Liberal Kingdom.
It's crazy how Cold Steel 1 goes from like 0 to 100 right at the end there.
They have everything from the latest ZCF products to expensive wines and even acerbic tomatoes. Please check it out.
But yeah, I've been watching her stream since she's been doing, I think I want to say, I don't remember if it was Sky or Crossbow where I started hopping in. I think it was Crossbow. I jumped in and started watching her streams right around Azure. And I remember like the fucking like 23-hour like Azure stream practically. It was nuts. Hey, what are you handing out? Oh, are you interested? Please take some with you. Let me give you my card as well. Join us in bringing back the true Mishi. I'm trying to gather signatures in support of returning Mishi's old design. As I'm sure you can tell, I'm a huge fan. I visit Michelin Wonderland pretty often, even though it's all the way in Crossbell. I'm Mishi adult. Nobody in all the Republic loves Mishi more than I do. No, not all the, all the world. Wow, that's some confidence. Yeah, you sure are passionate about this. Radical might be putting it lightly. But why is she wearing so much perfume? It's really overpowering. The Mishi you see in the Republic is a fraud. He's trampling over all of Mishi's good name. Whether it's the new design of the costume or even the Mishi and Boots movie, none of them are the Cat we know and love. The company is far too focused on making mirror lately, which means they've been neglecting the most important thing of all, Mishi's personality. You know, I kind of understand where you're coming from. I mean, the new design is alright, but there's just something about it that feels a little off. And don't ignore that feeling. You mustn't give in to the new Mishi. I've had over 30 people sign my petition already, and they would all agree with you. I believe that those supporting the new Mishi are just being fooled into doing so. Is that so? Yes, that's why I plan on watching the show happening later. I'll have my eye on them in case there are any if there's any funny business going on. Our dream is to create a Michelin Wonderland in the Republic, one that's true to form. If you feel as strongly as I do, I implore you to please add your signature to the list.
Well, I'll definitely have to think about it.
Let's go find our other suspect. I don't think this is the guy. I don't think this is our culprit. Just let me know if you decide to sign my petition. It's never too late to join the right side of history. In the meantime, I'll be gearing up to put this next performance under a microscope.
Here you'll find Trion Tower, one of Edith's major landmarks.
Wait, there's something new I can buy at the Liberal Boutique. I'm on my way.
You'll also find the Burn.
Oh yeah, Liberal. I'm actually kind of interested in that place. Master really likes it there.
Oh, that reminds me.
Visit the new Liberal Boutique, which just
Master really likes it there?
The granddaughter of the Eight Leaves founder belongs to one of the guilds.
Whoa, Annalace mention!
They have everything from the latest ZCF products.
I'm excited to see Annalace in Sky.
Even acerbic tomatoes.
I'm
Please check
quite
it out.
proud of what we have to offer. We'll be looking forward to your next visit.
There have been a number of unsettling developments in the country as of late. Things have been peaceful here at the mall, but elsewhere, factions like Heiwei and anti-immigrant groups are creating chaos. Naturally, my principal aim is to expand our market, but I've also been tasked with reporting any major developments in the Republic.
Edith's major landmarks.
Is she working for Richard? I will have to inform Miss Maybell of the latest news.
Theater, boutiques, and other various shops to peruse.
Maybell was the mayor? Or was she someone related to, Richard Foundation Intelligence Agency? Maybell Trails in the Sky. Yeah, that's the mayor of Bose.
Drop by the Vern store if you want to check out the hottest new commodity, the T-phone.
Okay, where is that balloon salesman? How
It's a
far?
cutting-edge piece of orbital technology that's
That was some
lighting
crazy
Calvard
visual.
on fire. You won't want to miss
How
it.
did Shizuna see that? We were down there.
You're handling out balloons for the Mishi show?
Yes, I am. They were originally supposed to be used to decorate the mall, but I had some extra left over, so I've been giving them out free to guests. That's awfully thoughtful of you.
So does that mean you're one of the Mishi show staff members?
I guess you could say that. I've only really been hired for a day gig, though. I'm a longtime fan of Mishi, so it's always been my dream to help out with the show. I was so glad I could finally arrange my schedule to take the job today. Do you normally do other work?
Yeah, I'm a painter. You know, someone who paints roofs and walls and stuff.
I also like working on mechanical stuff as a hobby every now and then. That sounds too convenient. Those balloons got some in them, rigged to blow, it'll drop paint all over the stage.
I haven't made a Mishi mobile once. A Mishi mobile? I'm assuming that's a car with pictures of Mishi all over it.
A Mishi Tacha? Exactly, I even put together some custom parts that look like Mishi's ears and a tail. It's actually parked outside the mall right now. Would you all like to see it? That's amazing, we'll take a look when we get a chance.
Said you're a longtime fan, right? Does that mean the design on the car is the old Mishi?
Of course. The old Mishi is the true Mishi. The new one's just some fake made by some big stockholders. There's no competition. I just wish people who like the new one would open their eyes. He feels different all of a sudden. I feel kind of threatened. Yeah. Also, what's with that lemon smell coming off of him?
Sorry, I got a little carried away.
I know that the Valix Investment Bank's pretty much the whole reason Mishi's been able to even come to the Republic. I'm really grateful for that, at least.
Is that so? Thank you. You've really given us some things to think on.
So the lady smelled like a lot of perfume. He smelled like a lot of lemon. Well, we've talked to our 2 suspects. Both of them love the old Mishi. But I think they were a bit more than your average fans. Yeah, neither of them really seem like they plan to interfere with the show, though. A man handing out balloons and a woman getting signatures? There's still something I don't get. Yeah, why did they both smell so weird? You're right. I picked up on that as well. The culprit has to be one of them. We might be able to figure it out by process of elimination. Sense? Process of elimination? Yeah. The person who came to interfere with the Mishi show is the balloon guy. I think the woman is... It's not the woman. The balloon guy has too much to, like, make it actually get fucked up. The woman could just, like, be a heckler, but, like, the balloon guy could genuinely fuck it up. Guide check. Mishi. Hold on. Oh, rubber sensitive to acidic stuff? I had no idea. Yeah, so that would make sense for the whole lemon thing. Like, why does he smell like lemon if he's handling balloons? Most likely the guy with the balloons. Huh? You don't think it's the woman? They both had really strong feelings about the new Mishi. The woman trying to get rid of the new Mishi by gathering signatures? She even had her own cards made. And if she were to plan something that would interfere with the show, what do you think would happen? If it became known to the public that she was behind it all, her hard work would go up in smoke. Yeah, she's probably just gonna keep gathering signatures. When you put it like that, I guess it makes sense. That just leaves the guy with the balloons. Yes, but even without us narrowing it down, there's a reason he stood out. It's fun to see you guys slowly suss out the culprit. I tend to rely on my instinct. They're never wrong. You don't have to be so snide about it. Well, whatever. Let's go find our guy. There's not much time until the show starts. Oh, you're back. Did you guys want a balloon? The show's about to begin, so I started putting them away. Sorry, but there's something we need to talk to you about. We don't have much time, so I'll keep it short. Fairy, you're up. Tamam. Get handcuffed. What are you doing? I've done nothing wrong. Maybe not yet, but you were clearly planning to. We know all about your little scheme. For example, those balloons. Why don't we cut one open and see what's inside? As Shizuna drew her katana, the balloon burst without a sound. And from the balloon dripped the liquid. Yep, knew it. Is that paint? You put paint in the balloons? Well, isn't this a surprise? I have no idea how that got in there. It must have been someone else. Besides, how would something like that disrupt the show anyways? I assume it has to do with the scent you're giving off. Strong lemon smell. The components of citrus fruits have a corrosive effect on rubber. Oh, there you go. In other words, if you apply a citrus-based juice to the balloon, it would eventually burst. And if you look close enough, some of the balloons have a clasp keeping them shut. Didn't you say something about being good with mechanical stuff? If you made a device that was capable of spraying lemon juice and put it on a timer, you could release that paint right as the show is at its peak, ruining it for everyone. You're going to jail, man. Now we're gonna kill you. Aaron took a look at the man's pocket. What do we have here? Some liquid and a few clasps. There's no more talking your way out of this one. Amazing, but you guys are too late. Why don't you take a look at the ceiling? Those balloons have paint in them too? That's right. Sucks that I couldn't get them all up there, but whatever. When the paint falls, it'll be sure to splash everything and everyone in the way. Every fan of the new Mishi deserves to be doused. You idiot, do you even realize what you're doing? New, old, it doesn't matter. You're not worthy of calling yourself a Mishi fan at all. Hello everyone, the Mishi show will be starting in just a few moments. Please gather around the stage and get ready to make a wishy with Mishi. We're out of time. I think we've learned all we can. Fairy, keep an eye on them. Understood, but what are you going to do? We'll talk to the staff and gather all the balloons ourselves. The ones on the ceiling take priority. Catra, if you and Theo can do anything about them, try not to attract attention from the guests. Got it. I should be able to do something with the shard search. Theo. Commencing emergency balloon retrieval. Leave it to Theo. Alright, let's get going. Oh? Theo will do their best? Oh, huh. It's kind of neat. How do we know which ones are filled with paint? Oh no! I must return to Catra? Oh no. How do I know? Is there a tell? Oh, we're fucked! Right! Thank you. Wait. Oh, I see. Oh, we're gonna lose. Nah, we can do it. This is winnable. Yeah, can't carry anymore. Must return to Catra. Thank you for the reminder about the scan. They even said scan and it I completely forgot. I was about to see this is probably the most fucked up sub-story for doing this, but this isn't too bad with the scan. If you just had to raw dog it out of sheer luck. Oh, but we have 50 seconds to find the last one. Crazy. All paint balloons have been retrieved. Mission complete. Well done, Theo. We managed to get them all on our end, too. Looks like we finished just before the show's climax. Alrighty, everyone, let's do it! Make a wishy with Mishy! Make a wishy with Mishy! Sheesh, while we're over here struggling, they're just dancing the time away. Well, I guess I'm glad their fun wasn't ruined. You said it. Alright, what are we gonna do with this fucking fiend that was about to drop paint on a bunch of kids? Following their success, Van and the others proceeded to inform the staff of their recently thwarted scheme. Van then also made contact with Rosie to notify her of the resolution of the issue. I don't even want to think about what could have happened without your help. I'm so glad I put out the request. I mean, if I had gone to the police or the guild, they probably would have just shut down the whole thing, called it quits. Seriously, thank you so much for your help. Allow me to offer you my thanks as well. I really appreciate everything that you've done for us. By the way, you said your name was Rosie, yes? I'd like to cover the request fee for you. Would that be okay? Well, sure. I guess I don't mind. Fine by me. Couldn't care less who shells out in the end. As long as they actually do, you know? But before we forget, we still gotta figure out what we want to do with this guy. Send him to Gehenna! Didn't actually think you guys would get all the balloons in time. Guess you're just as good as the rumors say you are, Arcride Solutions. Hey, can I ask you a question? Why did you want to disrupt the show in the first place? Because I refused to accept the new Mishi. See, I've been a fan for so long. A long time now. I even have a collection of every piece of Mishi merchandise that's ever been sold. That's incredible. So when I learned that I'd finally be able to see Mishi in the Republic, I was over the moon. But then I found out he was just an imposter. However, I knew that was just, that for those just discovering Mishi, that fraud would become the real thing to them. So I figured I would show them. Show them that the Mishi they know and love isn't the real Mishi. They deserve to know. I'm sorry to hear you were disappointed. Can't say I don't see where he's coming from, though. Man, this guy's really digging his heels in. If we do actually end up doing this without the authorities, there's a real possibility he'll circle back to plan something even worse in the future. Alright, if we want to put a stop to him from making a comeback, I think we have two options. Either we chew him out or we intimidate him. Oh, we're intimidating his ass 100%. If you do that, we'll find you and kill you. We're the Mishi Mafia. Let's just threaten him. That should have stopped all this. Well, in that case, how about I take the lead? Would you stop reading my mind? But fine, if you're so confident, let's see what you can do. I fear for this man if she's in this stepping in. Can I help you? These Mishi radicals are a pretty big pain in the butt, huh? Think you'll need a hand taking care of them? Lucky for you, whether it's controlling information, interrogation, assassination, I can do it all and nobody will even hear a peep. Oh, well, thank you for the offer, but we couldn't possibly. Don't you think that's a little much? Oh, the way I see it, what you were planning was just as bad. See, mascots only have value because of their popularity, isn't that right? And at the moment, the new Mishi is using that popularity to make a life in the Republic. By sabotaging him in his show, well, just tried to pull speaks for itself.
You're right. I should never have tried to do something like this.
Phew, she had me worried there for a bit, but it looks like looked like he learned his lesson.
So this is where you've all been hiding.
Hmm? No way. Mishi! Hey everyone, it's Mishi. I'm so glad to meet you all.
Mishi, what are you doing here?
Weren't you supposed to be returning to Michelin Wonderland? Sorry, I saw someone who didn't look very happy, so I simply had to come out and see what I could do for him.
Jumping in at a time like this, impressive.
You know, I only just came to the Republic from Michelin Wonderland. There's still a lot of stuff I don't understand about this place, like why are my eyebrows so limp here? But that hasn't stopped me from trying to fulfill my dream. That is, my dream of bringing lots of happiness to everyone, of course. This is the spirit of Mishi. This is the real Mishi, y'all. And I'm going to keep working at it. Then someday I'll even be able to bring some happiness to you.
Mishi. I was so wrong. I was so worried over the difference in design, I never even bothered to try understanding you. But I think I get it now. No matter what he looks like, Mishi's heart and soul will always stay the same. I'm so sorry. Thank you for everything, Mishi.
I knew Mishi would solve everything. Yeah, I'm feeling a bit touched myself.
Guy in the suit's pretty good actor.
Would it kill you to read the room a little? I think we should all have a dream like Mishi's. It would make the world a much nicer place.
Yeah, maybe. But anyways, I think we can consider this a case closed.
The man who tried interfering with the show made an effort to apologize to each and every staff member. He seemed to deeply regret his actions. Due to his change in attitude, the group was able to handle the incident without involving the authorities. With that, the curtain came to a close on the Mishi adventure.
That's one job behind us.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Can we get Chaos 5 so I can get the Chaos Mare?
Yeah!
We're a fucking dirty fence sitter, right in the middle of every single alignment. What was Chaos again?
Your orb meant, are you?
Chaos is the crit bill. Oh, damn, 60% crit. Ooh, that's kind of nice. No evasion, though. But maybe we don't need it. If we take this off, Van still has a chance to get hit and build up CP. Maybe I go more all in on like crit chance.
I'm Mira,
strength.
a dedicated custom hollow.
We'll give it some thought. We'll run some like Marhingarten.
A dedicated custom hollow. Their Eastern tea is quite nice.
Yeah, but that was a pretty good little voice break, and I actually really like that one.
Trion Mall. Here you'll find Trion Tower, one
But
of Edith's
we're
major
right about
landmarks.
time. Well, we were right about time an hour ago, but
You'll also find
we got
a fern
invested.
store, a movie theater, boutiques,
So yeah,
and
that's
other
gonna do
various
it for me
shops to
tonight.
peruse.
For everyone who stopped by, for everyone who stuck around, thank you so much. Always
We
appreciate the
hope you'll
company.
have a fabulous time here.
Hopefully the new ASMR setup is a little bit better than before. Trails tomorrow, we're back at it. We're running it down. Hyper-realistic dog. Well, not too realistic. He's almost there. Yeah, Trails tomorrow. Resist Saturday, Uta Sunday. Schedules are up on Blue Sky, YouTube, and on the channel page.
Welcome to the
as per
Treon
usual.
Mall. Here you'll
GG's.
find Treon Tower.
Thank you, thank you.
Major landmarks.
Right, understood.
One reset for the road. Oh my god, you get really close there.
A movie theater, boutiques, and other various shops to peruse.
Peace, peace.
Drop by the Vern store if you...